Check this out, man.
Don't panic. If you're sick, stay home. Stay at least 6 feet away from others.
Coronavirus!
Wash your hands frequently and practice good hygiene. We can stop the spread of virus.
Coronavirus!
Save lives. Most importantly, let's check on our elderly.
Word up. You ain't going out like this.
Informed.
Coronavirus! Just get it real!
In the meantime, let's take care of ourselves and each other.
Yeah. Right. Be the man. Eddie K.
Tule wate. Yeah. I feel I'm over shouty, I buy the flu squad to link ADK, Kubo losses, don't shout. We pull up with a new baby bear, you shut down, la pass 4 bang, we never go down. Mumpaya sem na yenima, we don't shout. Street boy hustle for the money and don't shout. So we shout, yeah, we show, so don't shout. Yeah, you say, although Yareka Kapil, but we don't shout. Where you groovy, feeling the star, shining a movie. I dream to me some now with him, so many you. May Yamade, I know get your time when you meet duty. Your bad mind, they never go the movie.
If you are don't na pants pen a mauro na we shout it. Kanta gang ye na mo for na ye scout it. Bantama girls are dropping na be shege obi and the conti pan draw. Abro ni be ye la pass phone bo na mo 1000. Counter back po na we shout it. Bandasa da po cry ye bo hat trick buro bi pan me kwado. Misu wa me ni biye me boto mu amanyame o. Man you better man queen comedy on kajai. Friday night head and heel and I'm the boost a land deal. I chill sana boys in crack up. Yana me game now so me am a barber. A banner sign on the pack to pack at tika phantom mamba.
Another banger for the street, don't shout. For the boys, for the girls, don't shout. You wear my 24 mamu beat, make you try move your feet. We they come with the heat, don't shout. Fine girl, now so one to a K, don't shout. Who could a laptop, so one search it, don't shout. Ever yet Charlie, how you go eat? Or brand will be cheap, DJ put on repeat, don't shout.
We dey score there, Tematula pass, don't shout. Rappers there 7, but I be the plus, don't shout. I call a set my station, we go bus. There was a sound with the coin, yes, the cry, you know, pass, don't shout. We dey camp plus some new groove. This year, more energy, glucose, don't shout. They then don't say Eddie K be the new age, we go shatter them soon, gringo. We dey mad from the east to the north to the south, don't shout. They can never. About I'm a fair, I'm a small boy danger. I read we mix TV except the wonder. Too much sauce, be like it for us some ginger. Paddy make the know we go shine forever. Hey, Charlie made the
don't shout. For the boys, for the girls, don't shout. Make you try move your feet, we they come with the heat, don't shout. Fine girl, now so one to a K, don't shout. Who could a laptop, so one search it, don't shout. Ever yet Charlie, how you go eat? Or brand will be cheap, DJ put on repeat, don't shout.
Me I never flat you before. Me I never chop Gary before. Then it no be me cause me I know the lie, don't shout. Me brama, me man will high. Don't shout. While they send me credits, make a take post. At abandon. ECG, PDS, start roll. Light a candle. A torchlight. A flash here. Give highlight. You know they see, eh? We get sorry for me, kwan, so there we go, chak. If a man try cross, I have all you, chak. So, wo bana ye chiwa. Don't shout. God will be mumu to walk out solid. Don't shout. Baby, you go make your roommate take it calm. Don't shout. Now, so Allah suffers a woo, cremwa.
Yeah, another banger for the street. Don't shout. For the boys, for the girls, don't shout. You wear my 24 mamu beat, make you try move your feet. We they come with the heat, don't shout. Fine girl, now so one to a K, don't shout. Who could a laptop, so one search it, don't shout. Ever yet Charlie, how you go eat? Or brand will be cheap, DJ put on repeat, don't shout.
That's smooth groove. It's so smooth. Baby, can you feel it in the air? It's in the song. I can feel it in my bones. When you get this feeling that I feel, you can't deny it's so real. Listen to the sound that's all around. It's everywhere. It's a sound beyond compare. When you hear that sweet and mellow groove, you can't sit still. You've got to move. Do da do da do da do da do da da da. That's smooth groove. Do da do da do da do da do. Da, da, da. It's so smooth.
Me and you, yeah, you and I, the love that I have, girl, I can't deny. Hey, you my ride or die. Hey, and I'ma tell you why. You was there when I was down, girl, you picked me up. You were there when I was down, girl, you lift me up. You showed me real love, you show love to me. You showed me real love, you the one I trust. My ex tripping, you know how the ex can get. They be tripping. No, they can't mess with this. No, they can't F with this smooth.
Do da do da do da do da do da da da. That's smooth groove. Do da do da do da do da do da da da. It's so smooth. I just can't get enough of that sound. Take a look around, it's going down. Let's have a toast to us on the town. Order another drink. What the hell you thinking? Do da do da do da da do. That's groove that can put us in the mood. Do da do da do da do da do da da da. It's so smooth.
All right, Omaha, welcome to the Burbs, the Bluffs. Welcome to the Boss Morning Show. Today is Love Yourself Thursday. Oh, my computer screen is something going wrong. My computer screen, man. Technology is always something with technology, man. So hopefully it doesn't go out on me. This is the first time I see my computer screen do this. That's different. All right, fella. All right. Don't mind me. Let me got a video that I wanted to play this morning. Les Brown. Today is Love Yourself Thursday. This video, You're Not Born to Be Average by Les Brown.
I was born in a poor section of Miami, Florida called Liberty City. I was born in an abandoned building on a floor with a twin brother. And when we were 6 weeks of age, we were adopted. And when I was in the 5th grade, I was identified as EMR, labeled educable, mentally retarded, put back from the 5th grade into the 4th grade. And I failed again when I was in the 8th grade. I don't have any college education, but because of my mother, and I feel like Abraham Lincoln, who said, all that I am and all that I ever hope to be, I owe to my mother. I saw a sign once that said that God took me from my biological mother's womb and placed me in the heart of my adopted mother. So my first major goal was to buy my mother a home, to take care of my mother. And I did that, took care of her until she passed at 88. But I'll never forget when I met Mr. Washington. I was in a class waiting on another student, and he came in and he said, young man, go to the board and work this problem out for us. I said, oh, sir, I can't do that. He said, why? I said, I'm not one of your students. He said, look at me. I said, yes, sir. Go to the board and work the problem out anyhow. I said, sir, I can't do what you're asking me to do. He said, why? Sir, because I'm educable, mentally retarded, sir. And as the students erupted in laughter, he came from behind his desk. He looked at me and he said, don't you ever say that again. Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. And that was a turning point in my life. On one hand, I was humiliated. But on the other hand, I was liberated because he looked at me with the eyes of Goethe, who said, look at a man the way that he is. He only becomes worse. But look at him as if he were what he could be. Then he becomes what he should be. I've found that most people fail in life, not because they aim too high and miss. Most people fail in life because they aim too low and hit. And many don't aim at all. So raise the bar on yourself and don't ask how you're going to do it. I'll never forget when I decided that I wanted to become a motivational speaker. I saw the late Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, and my heart said, I can do that. But my mind asked the question, how? And for over 14 years, I would go see Zig Ziglar and Dr. Norman Vincent Peale and Jim Rohn and different speakers, and I would be in the audience, and my heart would pounce and say, you can do that, Les. And then when I would leave, I would be going to the parking lot, and my mind said, how are you going to do it? And I spent so many years trying to figure out how. I wasted 14 years. How procrastinated? Raise your hands, please. Yeah, see, so as you begin to think about your goals, the most important thing is, and write this down, commit yourself. See, once you commit yourself, the how will come, the way will come. Once you commit yourself, you will then figure it out. And if you're going in the wrong direction, all you have to do is turn around and go in the other direction. You will figure it out. You want to begin to just challenge yourself. You want to stretch yourself because you really don't know what you can't do. Once you think about the goals that you want to achieve, and I really want to challenge you to make up your mind that you're going to make that happen for yourself. And I hope that it's some goal that really resonates with who you are. When I was a little boy, my goal was to just buy groceries for our family. My mother worked on Miami Beach. She was a domestic worker. And my was to really be able to go to the grocery store and purchase groceries ourselves. The families knew that my mother had adopted 7 children, and so they said, Mamie, whatever food is left over after we eat, you can take that home to the children. They were very kind, very, very considerate people. My mother, who when she worked on Miami Beach, the people were very kind. I was appreciative of their generosity. But as a little boy, I said, Mama, one day when I become a big boy, I'm going to be able to buy groceries for us. My goal as a little boy was to buy clothes for my brothers and sisters. We wore the hand-me-down clothes of the children that Mama babysat for when she went over in Miami Beach. And if the clothes were too small, she would let them out. And if they were too large, Mama could sew and take them up. And I'll never forget David Sidursky. His father was very wealthy. Mama worked for him, but David was my buddy. And so his father gave him 2 gifts for his birthday. Gave him a brand new boat, but he also gave him some motivational tapes. Earl Nightingale, I'll never forget. So he said, David, man, let me tell you something. When I die, you're going to get everything. I want you to listen to these tapes. And when his father left the room, David threw those tapes in the wastebasket. I said, David, can I have those tapes? He said, yes. I said, man, your father said, if you listen to these, you can get more and do more than what he's done. He said, look, I'm going to get everything anyhow. Go ahead, take them. Write this down. It's not what you leave for your children, it's what you leave in them. You have something special. You have greatness within you. And the only reason you're here, you are my assignment. You can feel me. Some of you feel me right here in your heart of hearts. And my goal is to get past your mind and into your heart. So it's necessary that you have the mindset that I can do this. You've got to begin to believe and to fortify that belief and feed that belief by listening to tapes, going to seminars and workshops, by challenging yourself, by stretching yourself. It was Osborne who said, unless you attempt to do something beyond that which you've already mastered, you will never grow. And as you begin to challenge yourself, you'll discover some things about yourself that you don't know right now. The other thing is you begin to look at yourself, look at your dreams, and begin to experiment and stepping into your greatness. One of the things that's very important, whatever goals and dreams that you have, make your move before you're ready. Price Pritchard, who's a great motivator and trainer, said, make your move before you're ready. We're instructed in life to walk by faith and not by sight. See, you want to really begin to stretch yourself. You want to become a risk taker. You want to raise the bar on yourself. Most people won't do that. Most people engage in low life living, low risk living. This God said, if you're not willing to risk, you cannot grow. And if you cannot grow, you cannot become your best. And if you cannot become your best, you can't be happy. And if you can't be happy, then what else is there? I like what Helen Keller said. Life is short and unpredictable. Eat the dessert first. And so you want to begin to take some chances. You want to begin to challenge yourself and make it okay to fail and learn from your failures. Don't allow fear of failure and the allure, the attractiveness of playing it safe in life to draw you in. You can't get out of life alive. You got to die to leave here. Other thing is you look at yourself, look at your dreams, detoxify your life. Write that down. See, I think that most people never achieve their true goals in life because they're surrounded with too many toxic, negative, energy-draining people. You've got to look at the people in your life and ask yourself the question, what is this relationship doing to me? How is it impacting my life? Am I a better person? Sidney Poitier wrote a book called The Measure of a Man. In there, he said, when you go for a walk with someone, something happens unconsciously. It's not spoken. Either you adjust to their pace or they adjust to your pace. Whose pace have you adjusted to? See, you want to surround yourself. My daughter, Ona Brown, who's a speaker and coach, she says, call forth your team, but make sure these are people that you can learn from. It's possible you can live your dream. It's necessary that you have the mindset that I'm going to do this. But you've got to take ownership. You've got to decide, hey, I'm going to do this. You've got to take responsibility for your life. George Bernard Shaw said the people that make it in this life, they look around for the circumstances that they want, and if they can't find them, they create them. You've got to decide, it's me. You've got to say, and say this with conviction, I expect to win. I think it's important that we say that. You know, if you ask most people, do you want to become successful? They will say yes. Took my oldest son for a walk, my namesake. You know, we always expect our children to do far what we do. Said, Calvin, he wants his own identity, Calvin Brown Jr. I stopped him, looked him in the eyes and said, do you want to be successful, son? He said, yes, sir, Dad. Very good. Let's walk, son. Walk further. Stopped him again. I said, Calvin, look me in the eyes, son. Yes, sir, Dad. Do you expect to be successful, son? And he stood there and he looked at me and his eyes got glassy. He said, let's walk. And the reason that he said, let's walk, right, of all my children, he's perhaps the smartest one. But Calvin now, over 30, Calvin now, a single parent of 2 daughters, good father. Calvin, now at this stage of his life, he's behind on his dreams, a lot of talent, a lot of abilities, very conservative. One of those people, great mind, but he just hasn't developed that, you know, things that we want our kids to have that, I want it. Calvin, you got to kick it up a notch, son. You never thought you'd be in your 30s. You got to kick it up a notch. You got to increase your energy in order to live your dreams. You can't be casual about your dreams. Bill Bailey said, if you're casual about your dream, you'll end up a casualty. Shake someone's hand on your right and left and say, kick it up a notch. Yes. You got to kick it up a notch. What is it you bring? And whatever you bring, you've got to kick it up a notch. What is your signature as you look at where you want to go and what it is you want to do? As you look at your product or your services, repeat out to me, please, provide more service than you get paid for. Yeah, see, that becomes your signature when you look at your goal.
What if you could make a full-time living online, getting paid for your advice? You might not know this, but there is a surge of people launching brand new websites that are making between $5,000 and $10,000 a month, getting paid for their expertise and their knowledge. People like Drew DePaula, who sells a course about designing a beautiful home, or Kara Stein, who teaches people how to write a best-selling book, and Hunter Masters, who teaches guys how to dance with their wife or girlfriend. My name is Scott Moran. I'm the creator of Samcart, one of the top e-commerce platforms in the world. And all of these 3 people use our software to launch and sell their own products and services. which means I get to see behind the scenes of what's working for these and thousands of other businesses. So if you want to know how to get paid for your advice, your knowledge, or your expertise, then do not miss our next free training, where we reveal the simple 10-step system that all of these people use to launch their own digital product. Inside of this training, I'm going to reveal the most profitable niche to sell to, what type of product you should create, how to create that product in under 72 hours, what to name it, price it, how to find tons of people who will buy it online, and the simple one-page template that you can use to sell it. This training is 100% free and only lasts about 30 minutes, so it is well worth your time. And if you're thinking, why would you just give the process away? The answer is very, very simple. My hope is that you use the 10 secrets I'll show you to build your own six-figure online business, and then use SamCard to power it. To get access to this training, just click the button down below this video, jump in.
Goes and look at where you want to go, at your products, at your services, at your industry. You want to set some high standards for yourself. I like what Henry David Thoreau said, do not go where the path may lead, but go where there's no path and leave a trail. How is it that your industry will be done differently 5 years from now, 10 years from now? What is your reputation in your industry? When you come into a room and you leave, what's the scuttlebutt about you? Do people say, hey, that's a go-to person. That's a person, if you ask them to do that job, you're talking about the job being done. It will be done extremely well. Are you known for that person that to believe that I could do this? It was hard. Never forget, my son said, Daddy, are you going to die? Why are you asking me that? You're not going out much. You're not the bubbly personality that I know you to be. You're not talking much. You're spending a lot of time in the room by yourself, Dad. Are you going to surrender? Are you giving up? Are you going to let that doctor's opinion become your reality? Will my daddy see me graduate? Yes, son, yes. I'm going to fight. No, I don't think it's my time yet. I'm going to see you graduate, but more than that, I've got some other things that I'm going to do with my life. And I thank you for asking me that. But I must tell you that I'm scared. I'm scared. And I've never been in this situation before. It's been easy for me to talk to people and encourage people when they've had challenges in their lives. But it's me. And I don't feel less than a man in admitting this to you. Yes, I'm scared. And I need some help. Repeat after me, please. Ask for help. Not because you're weak, but because you want to remain strong. And ask for help. And don't stop until you get it. Yes. See, life is hard. And there are some moments in life when you're going to need some help. You're going to need somebody to speak to you. You're going to need to say something to you. I have a friend of mine, Willie Jolly, who's a motivational speaker. He said, a setback is a setup for a comeback. I had to listen to Willie's tapes. I have another friend, Kevin Brace, who's a speaker. He said, Les, come on, man, you can do this. You can make this happen. You can hit a home run. It's a done deal. You are Les Brown. That cancer's got to get out of your body. I said, talk to me, Kevin. Talk to me. That's what I need to hear. I needed to hear those words. I don't care who you are. Many people want to allow themselves to ask for help because of pride. Pride cometh before a fall. Because of ego. Ego means edging God out. No, ask for help. Not because you're weak, but because you want to remain strong. And ask for help and don't stop until you get it. I'm here because a lot of people helped me. I'm here because a lot of people believed in me at a time when I was struggling to believe in myself. The other thing is, let us say together, it's worth it. Yeah, see, I think and try to find 5 reasons that will make it worth it for you. 5 reasons. What will make it worth it for you? Mine was, I want to take care of my mother. Mine was, I want to do something with my life. What will make it worth it for you? Mine is, I want to leave a legacy. Mine is, I refuse to die an unlived life. What will make it worth it for you? Repeat after me, please. You got to be hungry. No one could have convinced me that I would be doing what I'm doing right now. You know, the easiest thing I do every year is go into a sales organization and dramatically increase their sales, or go into a prison and enable prisoners to see themselves differently and teach them the methods and techniques of how to plug into the system, or motivate young people to begin to see how they can have a vision of themselves in the future and fit That's the easiest thing I do, or train a speaker to help them to leverage their experience as a speaker and say, look, speaking is a projection of who you are, not who you think you ought to be, and come with power from a platform. That's the easiest thing I've ever done. Let me share with you the most difficult thing I've ever done. The most difficult thing I've ever done, believe that I can do what I'm now doing. No one could have convinced me, just given my circumstances. I earn millions of dollars every year. No one could have convinced me. If both my parents came up here right now, I would not know either one. No one could have convinced me, being labeled educable, mental retarded, born in an abandoned building on the floor in Liberty City, poor section of Miami, Florida, failing twice in school, no college training, never worked for a major corporation. I did not know I can do what I'm doing right now. I'll never forget Mike Williams, my mentor. I think a lot of people fail in life because of the fact that they need some mentoring, they need some coaching. When you begin to understand and acknowledge your fear, and you go forth anyhow, you go forth in a spirit and a knowing that there's a way that you can begin to handle this. There's a way out here somewhere. There's a solution. What it is that you're seeking, that you have the capacity to whatever comes up, to handle it, to face it. And rather than feeling powerless, you begin to feel powerful. See, when all of the major downsizings that are taking place around this country, there are a lot of people who are biting their fingers in fear that they might lose their jobs. But there are few people who have decided within themselves, I'm going to make it. Some people aren't waiting to be cut. Some people are moving on their own because they feel within themselves, I've got what it takes to make it. They're not afraid of tomorrow because of how they see themselves, because of what they feel that they deserve, because of what they feel that they can create for themselves. Because these people have decided, as they look at the future, as they look at themselves, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way for me to begin to create a way out of no way. And when you have that kind of consciousness, when you have that kind of spirit, nothing can stop you. Nothing. What would your life be like in the future if you decided, I'm not going to allow my fears to stop me? What would your life be like? What would your future be like if you decided to want that which you desire so strongly that it prepares you past your fears, that you experience the fear, as the one book says, feel the fear and do it anyway? What would your life be like? And I'm saying to you, that all of us who have been entombed by fear have the capacity to resurrect ourselves. Is it easy? No. It's not easy. Can I do it? Yes. What's one of the ways to get started? Some of us need somebody to hold our hands. Sometimes we need somebody to help us out. Be willing to say, I don't know. Be willing to reach out. Be willing to get some assistance to take you to the next level. What great athlete. You never expect boxers to make profound statements. I think it was Joe Frazier who said this one. He says, all of us are like the blind man at some point in our lives standing on the corner, waiting for somebody to lead us across. See, all of us at some point in our lives need some help, need someone to reach out to us, to throw out the lifeline, to help us go across some treacherous waters that we couldn't navigate by ourselves. None of us do it by ourselves. All of us at some point of our lives. We need that kind of help. We need that kind of assistance because we grow from the people we have in our lives that can enrich our lives personally, professionally, spiritually, and all the dimensions of our lives. We don't grow in a vacuum. So as you look at yourself, what are the fears you have that maybe you need some help in strengthening yourself in that area? As you assess your strengths and your weaknesses, as you begin to approve yourself and your passions and your dreams and your goals and the things that you want, if you decide to experience all of your true potential, as you decide to manifest all of your greatness, as you decide, wait a minute, what else is available to me out here
if I decided to experience the fear of rejection, the fear of no, the fear of failure, the fear of standing by myself, what else is available? Of taking a chance, a fear of losing it all. What else is available to me that will bring some extra meaning and value? The fear of people not liking me. You know how many people do things they don't want to do because they want everybody to like them? Everybody's not going to like you. Excuse me, special announcement. Everybody's not going to like you. No, it's just not that kind of work. You know, there are a lot of people who won't take positions on issues, who won't take a stand for things they believe in, who won't speak up for themselves because they don't want to make anybody mad. Oh, it was Bill Cosby. He said, I don't know what the secret of success is. He said, but here's what I know what the secret of failure is. He said, trying to please him.
All right, Omaha, the Burbs of Bluffs. We got our guests in the house. We'll get everything situated. I don't know what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about a little bit of everything, probably some tech. I know Katie got her computer open, and then we always, bees and stuff too. We got some bees in the house. Don't sting them in now. All right, y'all. It is Native Omaha Days. Today is Love Yourself Thursday. I play some because, you know, we gotta have some self-motivation. We got to challenge self. And that's basically what Les said. We're not average, baby. You know, don't settle for average. You know, I'm not an average William King. No, Gus is just not average. No, Miss Range, you know, she all on TV. She's not average. And of course, if you want to gamble, you better bet on Tiffany. And I'm telling you. It's always a win-win. Okay, without a doubt, I'm telling you, you better gamble on yourself, challenge yourself, improve yourself. And that's what Les Brown was saying. All right. I'll be saying it all the time, but y'all probably get tired. William said the same thing. He said the same thing. Yeah, I'm trying to motivate you. I'm trying to modify your behavior. I'm trying to do the same. I'm trying to modify my behavior at the same time. We're all in therapy together. And so let me get this stuff together. We got some beautiful ladies in the house and some handsome gentlemen. Without a doubt. Beautiful ladies and handsome gentlemen in the house this morning. And we're gonna go to a music break real quick. I'm gonna get all these cameras set up so y'all can see all these beautiful ladies and handsome men. Without a doubt. All right. What's up, Miss Clater? What's going on? And Miss Lewis, Miss Terrell. What's going on YouTube? What's going on, Miss Buxton? What's up, niece? How y'all doing this morning? We're getting everything set up. All right. And last night I met the mother of Savannah. Yeah, I met the mother of Savannah, 6-year-old Savannah. You know, we play her music on air, you know, because we actually love our neighbors. And so check out Savannah while I set this up. She's 6 years old. And then one of the hottest cuts of the summer. I'm telling you, the ladies are taking it over, y'all. The music business, the ladies are taking over. Let's sit back and just clap, gentlemen. Because I'm loving it. And so check out Savannah. She's 6 years old. She's the next rising star here in Omaha. The next rising star, without a doubt. Then we're going to go to Sharanda. You know, she's 24 years old. Rising star. She got a hit record all over the world. They dancing to it all over the world. I'm telling you, man, for real. And we launched it here first, right here on Boss Radio. Check this one out. Savannah, 6 years old, y'all. Boss with me.
S-A-V-A-N-A-H, that's my name, Savannah. 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 I'm 6 years old, yes I am. I go to the park with my friends. I like to P-L-A-Y, P-L-A-Y, P-L-A-Y. Cause it's summertime. S-A-V-A-N-A-H, that's my name, Savannah. S-A-V-A-N-A-H, that's my name, Savannah. S-A-V-A-N-A-H, that's my name, Savannah. A-N-A-H, that's my name, Savannah. I have a sister named Summer. I'm in Cali for the summer. I love my mama. The beach with Miss Amanda. Yes, I am. S-U-N-O-U-T. 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 S-A-V-A-N-A-H, that's my name, Savannah. S-A-V-A-N-A-H, that's my name, Savannah. S-A-V-A-N-A-H, that's my name, Savannah. S-A-V-A-N-A-H, that's my name, Savannah.
Oh yeah, that's Savannah. We keep rolling, y'all. Boss with me.
Baby, I'm hot like summer. Yeah, I'ma do what I wanna, white steady. Tryna wipe it down. I'm getting money right now. Need no love ties holding me down. Baby, I'm hot like summer. Yeah, I'ma do what I wanna, white steady. Tryna wipe it down. I'm getting money right now. Need no love ties holding me down. Baby, I'm hot like summer. I've been on the move, road running. Ain't on your cars for nothing. I've been on my grind, yeah. Can't kick it, baby. So I ain't got time. You said you love me. Would you still be if my money ain't right? Tell me the truth, baby. Talk to me nice. Think that I'm holding in the back of your mind. Chasing these millions, ain't chasing no dimes. Love won't pay the bills. Love like mine get you pills. So I'm careful who deal with me. I'ma catch a case if you ain't really for me. Shooters even better drill for me. Fake love, yeah, I'm starting to feel it. Gotta split the block, someone snitching these stitches. And if we get money, don't speak how we did it. Can't roll with nobody who ain't with it. If I with you, we running up digits. Can't stop at 6 figures, I'm $1 million, baby. I can't be your little baby. Baby, I'm hot like summer. Yeah, I'ma do what I wanna, white steady. Tryna wipe it down. I'm getting money right now. Need no love ties holding me down. Baby, I'm hot like summer. Yeah, I'ma do what I wanna, white steady. Tryna wipe it down. I'm getting money right now. Need no love ties holding me down. I need somebody who really about it. My own shouldn't drive, I carry my plate. They running their lips, but ain't really on shit. I told you once, don't speak what I did. It's a dead mouse in the trap. You play with my cheese, you just black. That's how you silence a rat. You making noise, tell the truth, you ain't speaking the facts. Babe, I'm gonna keep it 100. Would you rather have me tell you a lie? Giving you options, you won't love me or not. Hold on to the thought while I handle this drop. Babe, I was gonna be right back. You didn't understand that. I had to hang up these racks. I'm not your typical catch. I like rich sex in the back of the Phantom. Stars on the ceiling, it's not a rental. Been a long day, me good, how you been, boo? Ain't tryna argue about these. Stay busy on the road. You see that I'm here with you. No, I ain't tryna argue about. Stay busy on the road, you know. Baby, I'm hot like summer. Yeah, I'ma do what I wanna, white steady. Tryna wipe it down. I'm getting money right now. Need no love ties holding me down. Baby, I'm hot like summer. Yeah, I'ma do what I wanna, white steady. Tryna wipe it down. I'm getting money right now. Need no love ties holding me down. Holding me down. You know, love ties that's holding me down. If I run it up, you gon' stick around. If I run it up, you gon' be around. You know, love ties that's holding me down.
Oh yeah, that's Saranda, y'all. She's an eagle, y'all. Central High, yeah, man. We love our neighbors, without a doubt. Next coming up, one of the hottest cuts of the summer, Shiffy. Oh yeah, shout out to my DJ. Without a doubt, man. Without a doubt, the ladies are taking it over here in Omaha. Hot summer, starting out with a 6-year-old. Oh yeah, we ain't done with y'all yet. Shiffy, go get them, girl.
It's the world famous Shiffy. And it's your number one DJ, Mr. Soul. Yeah, she done cooked up in here. And it goes like.
Shout out to my DJ. We about to run the streets like a relay. All about my cheese like I'm Green Bay. Packages coming in like it's eBay. Oh, and we know just how to get it all. You gotta deal with playing, you know I get it all. Hit the block and make it summer song. If it ain't about money, then I won't get involved. Look, make a call, he gon' get it all. Vacuum sealing before we send it all. Yeah, I'm hot, no ethanol. Put a bag on his head, that's a problem solved. Ever get about a hater? No, not at all. Ever trust a trick? No, not at all. Hit a smooth lick when ain't got it all. Never ever been a worker, always been a boss. Catch me riding on my dolo. Trying to find a way to get some more dough. Oh, I think I found my mojo. And I ain't going broke no more. True. Got these little haters mad. Why? Cause I'm really, really in my bag. Right. Invest and make it double back twice. Just a younger living that fast life. Shout out to my DJ. We about to run the streets like a relay. All about my cheese like I'm Green Bay. Packages coming in like it's eBay. Oh, and we know just how to get it all. You gotta deal with playing, you know I get it all. Hit the block and make it summer song. If it ain't about money, then I won't get involved. It's that hitter. My rolling like a skate figure. Right now you looking like a steak dinner. Better leave before we take you off that plate, hitter. Oh, and you don't wanna go there. Look around, ain't no goofies in here nowhere. Ooh, look, shout out to my DJ. Couple shows hit the road on the freeway. Oh, they showing love like it's V-Day. Every day is lit like it's my B-Day. You know I had to do this thing the G-Way. Cause they gon' wanna hear this song on replay. Shout out to my DJ. We about to run the streets like a relay. All about my cheese like I'm Green Bay. Packages coming in like it's eBay. Oh, and we know just how to get it all. You gotta deal with playing, you know I get it all. Hit the block and make it summer song. If it ain't about money, then I won't get involved.
Suave on the track. I ain't wasting no time. I ain't wasting no time. Lately I've been on my grind.
Oh, this right here's a collab. My man AKA 33 and Saranda. Oh yeah, man, this girl hot.
I ain't wasting no time. I'm just trying to get mine. You don't fuck with me, that's fine. Either way, I'ma shine. Either way, I live my life.
We can go through all these changes. I'ma get mine, no matter the cost. I'll be up these medications. Just pills here whenever I'm lost.
I've been reminiscing back when it was different. All the times that I was sitting, now I get big guap, stepping public, I'm dripping. Tripping, cause they be tripping. Got time for nobody, cause around me tripping. I'm just trying to grind, so me and my bitches living. Hustle till I got it all, I see is riches. Riches, riches. All I see is riches. Riches, riches. Riches. All I see is riches. I've been on my time. I ain't wasting no time. I'm just trying to get mine. You don't know me, that's fine. Either way, I'ma shine. Either way, I live my life.
We can go through all these changes. I'ma get mine, no matter the cost. I'll be up these medications. Just pills here whenever I'm lost. Ain't got no time for no people except my family. Not a big dandy, I be sipping brandy. Vibe in my woods, lemon pills, but this ain't candy. Keep it 100, I got hundreds in my fanny.
Gotta keep it on me where I'm from, it ain't friendly. Snakes in the grass, so be careful who your friends be. Bringing up my past, little don't know the real me. Don't nobody know the real me. I've been on my grind, I ain't wasting no time. I'm just trying to get mine. You don't know me, that's fine. Either way, I'ma shine. Either way, I live my life.
We can go through all these changes. I'ma get mine, no matter the cost. I'll be up these medications. Just pills here whenever I'm lost.
All right, all right. I think I got everything set up. How you ladies doing? Okay. All right. Omaha, the Burbs, the Bluffs. We have our guests in the house. I'm still kind of trying to groom myself. You know, I got my big pick. You know, they came in here. I'm coming gold style. Yeah, without doubt, old school. Oh yeah, without doubt, coming old style. Yeah, heck yeah. Right on, right on, right on. Shout out to Papa Gator, show regulator. God rest his soul. Without doubt, baby. Let me get my Papa Gator voice. Yeah. How y'all ladies doing this morning? That's how Papa Gator should say. Yeah, how y'all ladies doing this morning? Oh, yeah. Today is Love Yourself Thursday. Oh, yeah. Be intentional on loving yourself. I think I'm going to call my grandson Mama. I'm going to pick him up. I'm rolling up, pick my grandson up. You know, he's 4 years old. He come out looking at me like, Papa, what's going on? What we doing today? So I'm about to roll up on them. That's what I'm going to do to love myself today. I'm going to pull up on my grandson. What's going on, little dude? So that's what I'm going to do. Be intentional on loving yourself today. Whatever it is, taking a long drive, reading a book, hanging out with your mama, your father, your significant other, whatever it is, your children, whatever it is, get it done today. You know, cooking some feather bones with some candy yams and some baked beans. When you do that, call me. Yeah, call me. Okay. Oh yeah. Well, every once in a while I have it. Every once in a while. Well, you know, give me some beef ribs. Give me yeah. Shouts out to Rib Shack. You know, they got some. That's the best beef ribs I ever had was the Rib Shack Smokehouse for real. It's tender. Yeah, I mean, really, every beef rib I ever tasted, it always tough. Theirs is tender, kind of, and they so big. Kind of, you know, you ever watch the Flintstones, and they got that big old, you got like a brontosaurus, you know, beef rib and stuff. That's how big their stuff is. Brontosaurus. That's how big they is. Omaha, the Birds of Bluffs. We got some stars in the house. One, you know, you see her everywhere. She's on lights, cameras, in action. You know, yeah, and they always get her from the back. You know what I mean? Every time she's walking in from the back, almost every video, it's like every commercial, you're always walking in from the back. It's like it's mysterious. It's like mysterious. And then she just turn around. Yes, it's Katie Rain. Y'all know who it is. Y'all know who it is. And so every video, I don't know, y'all. I don't know if that's the director, the producer, what is it?
I've done it a couple times.
And then we got Miss Tech. You know, I call her Miss Tech. She's leading the surge as far as teaching young people technology. We had my man here from AIM, Tony Veland.
Tony Veland.
He has a brother named Troy. And he was in here. He works for AIM, and he talked about the free classes they have over there as far as technology. Now, I'm telling you, y'all, you're not going to get rid of technology.
No.
It's not going nowhere. It's just going to enhance. It's going to improve.
It's getting worse.
Are you going to be part of the game, or are you going to be part of the shame?
Right. Oh, okay, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Part of the game or the shame?
Yeah.
That's a good one, King.
We can put some shame on y'all if y'all not part of the game. You know what I mean? Because it's easy. Over here at King, I think middle school. I think they call it middle school or junior high. They teaching coding.
King Science Center?
Yeah, King Science Center.
Yes,
Yeah. My
yes,
bad.
they are.
My bad, King. I'm a king. I forget to put the science in there. King Science Center, because that's a high science over there. But I told the kids over there, I said, I'm envious of you because you're learning coding at 7th to 8th grade.
Yep.
King always been ahead of the game.
Right.
Well, they're a science academy.
Right.
So they're focused on technology and the sciences, computer science, things like that. So yeah, they know how to code. They have coding classes.
Without a doubt, man. And so I get goosebumps right now because they learn at that age, and now by my time they're 11, 12, or even by 10th grade, they probably invent an app.
Well, it's crucial. It's critical. If you see what's going on in our country, we need computer scientists. We need cybersecurity. We need every person to get into technology because it is going to cripple our country if we don't. There's more countries that's more advanced than us, and that's why they keep cyber attacking us because they know we're wide open. We don't have enough cybersecurity to close our digital doors. It's always open. And I mean, you've seen it even this year. They affected our gas, our food,
Right.
so we need more people in that space to protect us. So we're going to be a mess in
Right
our
now.
country.
Because I don't want to go back to no pen and paper.
We need to.
No, honestly, I might have to get back down to that because that's the only way to really have security. Because it's on the internet. It's always somebody smart.
We need a happy medium.
I was just getting ready to say that.
Yeah.
The pendulum is swinging way towards technology, but it always got to come back. So we need a medium. We need to understand how we have to survive without technology, and then how do we survive with technology?
Okay, let me ask you a question. Now, since we're talking about technology, now this is a smartphone. Y'all smart, right?
But are we smarter than that, or is the phone smarter than us?
Right. And I think it has dumbed us down because my memory, I just remember all my numbers, right?
Now
all my
numbers, you know.
And now I don't remember no numbers because it's automatic. Google, I'm suing you, Google.
Right.
You know what I mean? So everything's automatic now. And so we're losing the skill set of memory.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
And it's going more to short-term memory versus long-term memory.
Yeah, we have a short attention span too. 3 seconds. That's it. You only get 3 seconds to catch somebody's attention.
That's ridiculous.
Because we're so inundated with everything. We're on our phones. If you want to do a video or catch somebody marketing, those 3 seconds are crucial because we can't sit still. We can't watch something for long spans of time because of technology. It's so in our face.
So is everybody gonna be on ADHD medicine? You know what I mean?
Oh, well,
because
that's a whole other conversation.
Stop giving that to the children because adults are y'all impulsive too. Y'all can't sit down nowhere.
Right. Like even watching a movie. Like sit down and watch a movie or sit down and read a book, a paper book. That's very difficult for people now because we live in such a fast-paced, tech-driven world. No one has a time to sit and just unplug.
Now, when's the last time you guys written in cursive?
Every day.
Every day, all the time.
Are you still right?
I
In cursive?
write. Yes.
Okay. I don't write in cursive. I write just regular because I don't have to go to y'all class no more.
but we better get back to it. We better teach our kids how to read and write in cursive.
Right.
I thought they weren't learning cursive no more.
They're not.
They're not
No, they're not.
What?
Right.
Everything is technology. They're not. They don't have a writing class how to write.
Right.
Lord, they losing
Not
the
cursive.
basics.
They are. They
don't know
are.
how to write no more.
And then that goes into they don't know how to spell, they don't know how to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they do write, they're writing in text language.
Right.
So and that's a written communication is crucial.
Interesting.
And that translates over to like us as humans. Like they want us to be robots, essentially.
Okay, y'all. See, that's why we are important.
Like,
y'all.
how do you communicate and you don't truly know how to communicate? It's about to be all up here and not out here. That's a problem.
So it's from here to the world.
Right.
So this is it's part of the equation.
It's a happy
in every
medium.
facet. Yeah.
Unplug.
You without doubt. So my man Sherman, he's going to have a race on feet, and so we need to get back to the basics, y'all.
Yeah, I seen that at the Bryant Center.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, hula hooping.
Yeah.
I mean, just all
Playing
those
some
physical
jacks and stuff like
activities.
that.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
love it. I love it.
You know what I mean? So play some tic-tac-toe. Come on, y'all can't beat me in no
let's get back.
tic-tac-toe.
I want a double dutch. I can't wait. Hopefully, I don't break none.
I mean, but honestly, we're losing that realness, that authenticness, and so we got to make sure that we continue to pass that on to our young people.
Right.
So, what are y'all ladies here for today? Hold on, make sure you got mic to you close to you.
Okay. All right. Can you hear me now? So we're here with Omaha Permaculture and Emerging Ladies Academy. We've joined and partnered to create a speaker series for Omaha Urban Roots Community Garden. As you know, I've been talking about this garden. I've had it for about 3 years, and I'm just excited to be able to expand upon the vision as food is medicine. So we're here just to talk about our first speaker series. We have 8 speakers that will be joining us throughout the summer and fall seasons, various topics. From today, we're going to be talking about bees all the way to using your body as a form of energy to heal us. So a lot of different various. We're going to have a meteorologist coming on to speak to us. Just a lot of different professionals in the space. Susan, her life elixirs. We're going to be talking about her juices. So this is going to be awesome this summer. I'm super excited for that. I've been waiting for this for a very long time. So I'll just really, my mission is to educate the community about what we put in our body, the foods that we eat. I want us to be healthy. There's so much of
GMO?
No, yeah, GMO. Yeah, I was going to say the whole thing, but GMO. In the stores, I mean, we're killing ourselves, you know, by the food that we're eating. And my passion is to really help us create a better lifestyle, a healthier lifestyle as pertaining to the food that we eat. And just a backstory on how this even started. I have a friend, or she just recently passed, but she had cancer, and in 2017 is when she found out, and I just started looking at the reasons of why, and I realized it was the food. Partly, it was the food. So how do we, as a people, start looking at our life, at our health, as it pertains to food? So I immediately went vegan for a second there. Couldn't take it. My body was calling chicken, but but yeah. So I reached out to a friend, said, "Hey, I want to create a garden. I want to just grow food for myself." And I know that it's healthy, right? So that's really started the mission with Omaha Urban Roots Community Garden, looking at food as medicine. So I just really want to close the gap on a lot of those health disparities that we have in our community, like high blood pressure, diabetes, heart attacks, cancer, things like that, and really showcase all the foods that actually we do eat, right? As a African American community, that's healthy for us. It's in our culture. We just don't know the health benefits of it. So just planting food that we already eat, planting some different foods, and showcasing how those foods are really beneficial from a preventative space, and also as a treatment for some of these illnesses.
Okay. Now, are you guys growing any specific foods, or does it matter? Tomatoes, like the regular foods that we eat, but you add more vegetables and fruits to your diet.
Right. So I really want to concentrate on fruit trees and things that are hanging. People can walk down. There's an alley right on the side of the garden where hopefully people can walk down and just back. I just remember my childhood days. I would walk up and get plums and mulberries and all of that, go home and make them. So that's what I foresee the vision. Part of that is to create a espalier. Did I say that right? Yes. Where it's hanging fruit. And then we'll have the traditional tomatoes, cucumbers, all of that. We are revamping our community garden. So we're starting a little late this year and planting. So we'll have fall crops this year. But, the greens, I want to plant some okra, squash we have out there. We have some peppers out there. I want to have an herb garden. So it'll be a variety of different food that we already eat within the community. But how do we use it? How do we connect back to our African roots or our community? Why do we even eat okra, for example? I just watched a show on Netflix, and I encourage everyone to watch this series. High Off the Hog, and it talks about food in our culture and why we eat certain foods and how it goes back to our African roots and why we chose to eat those. Okra was a staple, and it still is a staple within our African and African American community. So I will for certain be planting that in our garden, but just more awareness. Why we need to look at food as medicine and really heal ourselves.
And I used to think okra was so gross, and it's just from looking at it and just not knowing, but okra is so great for women in general, like for our wombs, all that.
Yes.
Yeah. And a lot of our food is like shaped a certain way or has like certain consistencies. Is that the word? Or certain textures and things like that. But it looks just like our body parts, or it like kind of operates just like our body parts, or like even the sliminess of it. You know what I'm talking about with okra? It's amazing for our reproduction, and that's the thing that we're having a problem with is Black women in reproduction. Well, maybe it's not that simple, but put some okra in your diet.
Okay, we know okra is nasty. But,
so let's demystify that. We can say that. I mean, the way that it is cooked, maybe.
There you go.
But if you there's a lot of soups that we use that we put okra in. There's a lot. We fry okra, so we just have to look at our foods that we may say, we don't really. It's not that appeasing. To learning how to cook it, where in a way that you're getting the nutritional benefits, but you may not. For example, you may not taste the sliminess of it, but gumbo. Gumbo has okra in it. You can't even taste the okra because it cooks down, but it still has that nutritional properties in okra. It's in the soup. So there's a lot of different soups. African soups have a lot of okra in it. But we have to think outside the box and really look at food. It's not always about it tastes good, but is it good for your body?
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, we did have. I was watching a documentary also. I think it was either Netflix or HBO, and they talked about the food that came from the slave trade. Okra was one, yam. All these vegetables or fruits actually came from Africa, and they came over on a slave trade with us, and we cultivated those fruits and vegetables over here. One of the rices, they call it gold rice. I never had none. I want to try some. They grow it in South Carolina.
Yeah, that's from Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
It originates from Sierra Leone.
Right. So, like I said, they brought the fruit from Africa over here, but I've never tasted gold rice, and they still make it down they still grow it in some areas of South Carolina, but it's basically been lost because the Africans have stopped growing it. And so that's why we have white rice, and that's why we have brown rice. But the golden rice is actually better for us because it actually comes, like you said, from our bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Golden rice, we have melanin, right, in our bodies. We're golden per se,
Let's go.
as well as the rice. And so I'm learning so much about you know the relationship of food, what we eating, and the longevity that it gives us. Dr.
Exactly.
Sebi, Dr. Sebi was
saying
the
his name.
or somebody said Sebi, whatever how you want to
Dr.
say
Sebi.
it. Was we say patriarch?
Father, yeah.
Was the father
of looking at how we what we eat and how it affects us cellularly.
Being intentional about that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Also, mucus is.
I was getting ready to say that mucus is the leading cause of a lot of the illnesses and diseases that we get. So Dr. Sebi's push was removing mucus out of your body.
Right.
And how do you do that? What foods produce mucus? What foods take mucus out of your body? Having an alkaline diet.
Let me ask you a question, because right now people are dealing with hay fever, allergies. Usually with allergies, you have a high buildup of mucus.
Right.
Because my sinuses right now, oh man, this year, my sinuses are crazy. Kind of remember when I was back as a youngster, but I don't take the over-the-counter medicines because of all the side effects. So I just suffer with it. My good friend of mine, she's giving me some what do you call it? Oregano extract.
Oil.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and so I put that in my tongue, and it does. Be
be careful with that though. Put it on your feet. Rub it on your feet.
And it's still
Instead
side
of,
effects?
it'll ingest into your body.
Because your
But
body's an organ.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Those oils are very harsh for you, and they can be detrimental. So you need to be careful about how you digest those type of oils. But when I had COVID, I used oregano oil too, and it does break up that mucus. But put it on your feet and rub it in instead of digesting it.
Okay, cool. See, we need all that. See, now, I heard the feet are important. So we talking about feet now.
Grounding.
Yeah,
we're talking about soil.
Yeah.
Let's get to it.
Right. So we talking about feet, and then I know when I get a massage, you know, when you go sometime in the Far East brothers and sisters,
that show foundation.
Yeah, they show the foundation of what area of the feet controls what area of the organs.
Exactly.
So everything is it's everything. God is very intentional, ain't he?
Okay.
Everything works together.
We have the road.
Right.
So now bees are we have the kid right here.
Yep.
That,
Aaliyah and Clark Williams. Yes.
I know the importance of bees. Growing up here in Omaha, growing up Mutual Omaha, Wild Kingdom, we have a sense of nature and loving nature and appreciating nature for real. And so, what is our suggestion going forward? Because we got herbicides and pesticides in our food.
Exactly.
And we got all these billion-dollar facilities on every campus or every university trying to research cancer. But isn't it elementary that if you put poisons in your food on the front end,
that's what happens.
That on the back end,
it's going to affect us.
Going to react to it.
We're going to have cell mutation.
Yes.
Because that's basically what it is, cell mutation.
Yes.
Which causes the cancer. So something has entered in our body to create that mutation.
Right.
Or something foreign have created a mutation with our normal cells because they don't know how to react from the foreign substance.
Right. And then your white blood cells kind of go crazy. Like, what's going on? They're
Right.
not able to fight back.
So we got colors in our food. We got dyes in our food. We're not even talking about the drug, steroids,
or even
antibiotics.
Let's talk about the fake food.
Hold on a second. now.
GMO food. I don't, and call me crazy, but I don't understand why we have to pay extra for organic food, but we can pay pennies off of fake food.
Right.
They're making food out of plastic right
Literally.
now.
Wow,
Okay,
are you serious?
I'm so serious.
What food? What kind of food? So we're not
Cabbage,
In your grocery
rice,
store.
cabbage.
cabbage. I've seen cabbage. I've seen rice. I've seen meat. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm sorry
How-
to bust your
how-
bubble,
but-
but you're not eating real food.
But I mean, but how can you make it out of plastic? I mean, I don't understand.
How can you
It's
make a
technology.
bottle out of plastic?
It's called technology.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's called a
so
lab.
cabbage. I really don't eat a lot of cabbage but I did eat some at Rib Shack Smokehouse because they cabbage is good. Well, I'm for real. I only eat my mama cabbage, but I don't really eat a lot of cabbage either. I like more greeny vegetables.
Well, cabbage is supposed to be green, so
It's not green though.
that's the problem.
light
That's
green.
because it's fake.
Oh.
It's genetically modified.
Okay.
Cabbage is supposed to be dark green, not white.
Yeah.
Not
super
pale
light green.
pale green.
Right.
It's supposed to be dark green, and we can't find that food. We can't even find seeded fruit anymore.
Man.
Watermelon. Where are the seeds
Where
at?
are the-
Grapes. Where are the seeds at? Everything is genetically modified. Mostly every. And
So-
I'm not trying to put
No,
a jab
no,
on
no.
Walmart, but mostly all that food in Walmart is not good for you. And then we have to go to a natural grocer to get the real food. Well, how about I'll just find seeds that are organic and plant my own food.
Well, you know, y'all.
I don't want to spend $10, $12 for
Right.
some
Right.
seeded grapes.
But-
I make it,
Well,
grow it myself.
Years ago, I was like, this is a problem. They even started patenting seeds, but the fake ones, so you can't get the real ones. Like they started I forgot the name of the organization, but they started collecting seeds, so they had the real ones, but then they started pumping out fake ones.
Right. Well, I'm telling
But
y'all.
I'm like, that's a huge problem to
Yeah,
be
it is.
giving people, because people really think that they're doing the right thing and learning the right thing, but they're buying fake seeds, buying fake food, going to the grocery store thinking that they're going to Walmart to, get some proper things in their body. Real fast, give me some veggies, but actually all that is fake, and that's like a huge problem. But that's why organizations such as your permaculture and this whole speaking series and just people in the community in general, that's why it's great to connect with local farmers, local gardeners, and just start that relationship. Start there, even this conversation right now. Just start there, learning how to be intentional. Talking about the bees today, just learning how to be a little bit more intentional and take things a little bit more seriously.
How
and
can
give it a little bit more focus?
How can our neighbors get involved? Because it's going to take it's basically neighborhood. That's what we're talking about.
Right.
As you talked about, I knew where all the peach trees, apple, pears, plums. I knew where to go get grapes.
All of it.
So it was a community. You put down the ground for it was a community.
Right.
And the community fed us. So
Right.
so is the mission. I know we have different areas where we have community gardens.
Mhm.
Is the push also to have just neighbors to go in their backyard to
I would
plant a
love
tree?
that. I would love that. So the more education and knowledge we have, the more powerful we are, right? We can build. You don't have to have a lot of space. There's people with apartments that can have gardens. It's all in how you make them.
Right.
And just education. I follow a lot of people on Facebook. I'm in groups, so it's all about educating yourself. You have an apartment. How do I create a starter garden, in my apartment?
Okay.
Just starting small, but to answer your question, yes, the community, I need volunteers for Omaha Urban Roots Community Garden. It's off of 27th and 4th Street. We are going to meet every other Saturday. Really, we need to meet. I need to have volunteers every week to water and to weed, but we're going to have a speaker every other Saturday, starting this Saturday. We're not going to be at the garden this Saturday. We'll talk about that in a minute. But going forward, we'll have a speaker every 2 weeks. And the community, I want the community to be involved. I know there's a few churches. We're in Miller Park area.
Okay.
So I know there's schools, there's churches. If they want to become partners with us, please just reach out to me. You can call me. My phone number is 402-763-0301. You can also email me at Tiffany@emergingladiesacademy.com to get involved, or you can DM me on Facebook, Tiffany Gamble. But yeah, we're always looking for volunteers. For the last 3 years, it's really just been my family, right, and a few few people from Omaha Permaculture. But I'm looking this season for our whole community to get involved. It's not about just me. It's not just about Emerging Ladies Academy. It's not about this tech track that we're working on. It's about healing the community, giving healthy food options to the community. So that's what this overarching community garden is about, making sure that people are informed about their health and how food can really aid in keeping us healthy.
Right down.
And I wanted to say one of your speakers is very intentional about that. YBI.
Oh yes.
Coming up.
Oh my gosh. Chance and Jasmine. I love them.
So that's something to look forward to, y'all. That's one of the speakers coming up, and they can show you how to garden, like you said, in your apartment to if you got a full-on lot.
Right.
So
right. And to speak on that, YBI is also they're working with me. They're helping me create the garden beds there and help and bringing food actually to the garden. After we get the food beds up, they'll be donating some food that they've already planted over into the beds as well. So I'm super excited to partner with them as well, and they're going to be presenting, like you said, too.
So how long is your growing season?
So we usually start in April, May, all the way to October.
October. So that's when
harvest.
you're basically gonna harvest in October.
Yep.
Okay. So you're gonna need way more volunteers in October also. So
we need them now. As soon as we get the beds up, we're gonna start planting. And then we need people to come water and weed.
How long does it usually take for a plant to grow? Say we plant a tomato, a cucumber, and a watermelon. How long will they take to grow?
It takes about 3 to 4 weeks for the seeds to germinate, but a couple months. It just depends on the plant, but you can start seeing your fruit in a couple months. Last year, I had a garden in my backyard. I had cucumbers coming out my ears. It was crazy. I'm like, gosh, that cucumber is hidden. I'm thinking I harvest them all. No, more coming. So, it's an abundance.
Okay.
It's an abundance. I want to be able to feed the whole community by October.
Okay, great. How can they get in contact with you again? Your phone number? Because everybody don't got internet.
That's fine. That's fine. It's 402-763-0301. And I do want to transition to talk about our bees real quick. So we're going to have our first speaker series is we're going to be talking about bees and why bees are so important. Clark Williams came on the show. He harvests bees. And I just want to, I don't know if people understand, bees are becoming extinct. And they are our main pollinator for our food. So let me get the stats real quick. Over a third of our food supply is pollinated by bees. 90% of plants are pollinated by bees. And we have a serious shortage with bees. If bees are not around, we can't eat. Our food won't grow. And what does that mean? We will not make it.
Without doubt. So it goes back again to the poisons that we're putting in our.
I was getting ready to talk about that too.
In our lawn. See, in my lawn, in my house, I don't put no Roundup.
No.
I'll let my dandelions grow.
And let me explain dandelions.
I'll let my dandelions grow.
The dandelions is a food. It is not a weed. That word came. It's not even a real word. Weeds is not even a word. Anything that grows, we can use.
Right.
So dandelions, you can make tea out of dandelions. You can use the root of dandelions. Right. So dandelions is we started we used to just grow. Everything used to just grow. We didn't care about how it looked until we started getting houses and our lawns look cut and neat. And that's when how do we get rid of these weeds? And that's where all the chemicals started coming from. We need to go back to the basics. Once again, let the grass grow, let the weeds grow. I mean, if you're gardening around food, okay, fine, take that out, but just let the land grow. Let's heal our land. We're killing it by putting all these chemicals, and it goes into our water system. I mean, it's just a repetitive cycle.
Without doubt. So so go ahead, Katie.
I'm sorry. What I think is crazy is we kill the weed of a dandelion, but dandelions can help cure cancers within ourselves.
Right.
But we sitting up there spraying it with poison. That don't make sense.
It doesn't.
It makes zero sense.
And sometimes when you dealing with post-traumatic slavery, we accept things from the 1% per se.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's all about greed. It's all about greed. It's all about the bottom line. But you know, the ultimate message that we're trying to get across to people is that we got to start growing our own, because when you deal with the corporate, they're all going to think about money. And so but people work in those corporate buildings. We take our intelligent wealth every day, and we work in those institutions. A lot of us do, and then we come back to our communities, and then we complain about our condition. But yet we take our intelligent wealth and we go work for them. Everybody. So if you're part of the corporate world, then you're part of the problem, kind of, because you're taking money in the products that you're producing, Tide, Clorox, Roundup. I mean, you're poisoning the ground. I just found out that polyester, rayon, what's the other fabric? It actually, when you wash it, it breaks down into small particles, and it's starting to get into fish. We got to go back to cotton. Cotton don't break down. See, God don't make no mistakes. I mean, so I'm learning a lot of stuff of how man-made products are breaking down in micro, and it's getting into our fish, and we eating that. Like I said, the plastics, all that stuff is breaking down everything. So we need to go back to glass. I remember I used to get a nickel for my glass. You know, over at Council Plus, you get a dime.
Right.
That was money. You know what I mean? Recycling. I mean, we talk about glass bottle with the I'm old school. You know what I mean? So, and I remember even Miss Shirley at Stage 2 when I used to recycle bottles and make incense bottles out of them. You know, out of the liquor bottles. We gotta get back to recycling, because that glass is you can't contaminate. You can't pass on no poison with glass. You can't get no anything with glass except for glass and the contents that's in it.
Right.
So we as citizens got to demand our corporate brothers and sisters. No, we don't want none of your plastic no more. Let's go to glass. I know it costs a little bit more, but I'm gonna stay healthy. I'm gonna live. You're gonna add 5-10 years on my life.
Right. That's how I bottle my juices.
Right.
In glass.
And we don't know what that's causing. Everybody said we're going crazy. Why everybody getting dementia all of a sudden, Alzheimer's? Why?
It's from a bug.
A bug?
Yes. It's from and research it. Do you guys do your own research here? But dementia comes from our food, and it
grows in our kind of similar like dogs,
and it literally
and they have worms in them.
Yes,
interesting.
It does.
I know we have a tapeworm. I know some people have tapeworms. So that's
look it up. Look it
Okay,
up.
Well, that's interesting.
I just learned that one myself. That's why I'm not very comfortable to like really speak on it.
Well, that's all right. Drop it in. And then
I just
it's
dropped
up to us to research it.
Exactly.
It's up to us to research. Well, Omaha, the Birds of Blood. We are talking to Miss Gamble and Miss Rain. Both of them are, of course, powerful ladies in our community, but they're leading the charge on making sure that we eat healthy. That's a love thy neighbor move, without a doubt. We have some great food, and that has some sustainability. I don't use a microwave. I rarely use a microwave because, again, the radiation and it changes the structure of your food. Now, if I got a stove, y'all. When the lights went out, all y'all got an electric stove. I got a gas stove. Oh man, my mama, she came through again. You know, that gas stove, boy, all the power go out, but that gas still works, and you still can cook, still boil some water.
Right.
And so, I mean, sometimes forget that electric stove, y'all. I know y'all want to be pretty and y'all stuff, but that gas stove, when it's an emergency.
I love gas.
And also the house phone. When electricity go out and the cell towers go out, only thing left is a house phone that you can communicate on. And so sometimes we talk about the basics, like writing, you know, versus typing on. Or
there has to be a medium, a balance, like I said before, between technology and when we don't have it. How are we going to be self-sufficient and self-sustaining if the lights go out? I mean, it happens so much in Africa. It's crazy. They just, you know, they've learned to adapt to that. But I mean, when we had that power surge or whatever, that hurricane winds, and we were tripping for a few days. I mean, like we about to die because we don't have electricity.
Right.
And it shows to prove how self-sufficient are you. Can you go out and cook on the grill? Do you have candles? Do you have food in your backyard to pull from when you can't go to the store? When the first day it happened, they weren't even taking. I went so many places the credit card machines were down.
Right.
Now you don't even have access to your money to even go buy food. So what do? So you have to create a balance in your life where you're not so dependent on technology. You have the skills to be self-sufficient when they unplug, because we can get unplugged at any time, even unplugged from the internet. So how are you able to maneuver in your life without being connected? So that's the other piece, one thing. I'm also involved in BAA, Black Agenda Alliance, and we teach the youth how to fish, how to hunt, how to camp, how to take care of themselves, how to do car repairs, self-sufficiency, basically. We have lost those skills because we're so dependent on technology. You need to be aware how technology is shaping our environment in our educational system and everywhere, just globally, how it's shaping and shifting. Also be aware when they will take it. When something will happen, when they can turn off the internet, when our power go off. How are you going to survive? How are you going to communicate? And we talked about just writing. I mean, you can't write. You don't even know how to even read in cursive
or even spell without Google.
Exactly.
Without a doubt. Well, Omaha, the Birds of Blood. We got our next guest in the house. Ladies, give you information again on how they can get involved with your community garden, because to me that is very important. I love to eat. Anybody cooking today? Give me an address. We pulling up.
All right. So it's ours, Omaha Urban Roots Community Garden. We're off of 27th and 4th, right up the street from Metro Community College. We have a sign in the yard that says Omaha Urban Roots Community Garden. And we have a mobile food pantry and library on the corner of it. We will be there every other Saturday. This Saturday we'll be at the headquarters at Omaha Permaculture, learning about bees and the importance of bees to our food supply. But after that, every other Saturday, we'll be at the community garden at 9 a.m. You can reach me at 402-763-0301. If you want any more information, if you want to volunteer, you can reach me on Facebook, Tiffany Gamble, or Emerging Ladies Academy. You can DM me. You can also email me, Tiffany@emergingladiesacademy.com. Hope to see you.
Miss Rain?
Yeah. And I just want to add on to that. We talked about a lot today. So I just wanted to give everybody a friendly reminder to love yourself. It's Love Yourself Thursdays. Be a little bit more intentional. And then I just want to leave y'all with honey. That's the whole first series that we got going on here. Start using honey instead of sugar. It starts like that. You could substitute honey out with your sugar. In the morning, if you put honey on, or if you put sugar on your cereal, put some honey on it. Put some honey on your fruit. It's also good for your immune system to start building that up a little bit more. You could use it as face wash, all those types of things. And it's also a divine reminder to get back to our matriarchal type of energy. If you see how bees operate, they got a queen bee. They all buzz around that.
Okay, so that's why we call yesterday Winning Women Wednesday. We buzz all around women.
So just be intentional. Make sure you check into the series a little bit more. Some great stuff with the community.
Well, I want to encourage you guys, especially when you start your speaker series, to have your speaker maybe come in on that Friday.
Okay.
Before they come and talk to you guys, because we want to get educated.
That's
also,
fine.
Don't leave us uneducated.
Right.
You know
We got you.
Yeah, we try to learn too. So,
I also want to say you can use honey on your hair. So I only use I have locks. So I only use honey and water on my hair.
So do the bees come to you?
They do not. That is such a fallacy and myth. Oh my goodness! Stop.
You're a queen
Stop.
bee.
You know what? Maybe they will fly around since I'm the queen bee. No, they do not fly around me. Okay.
All right. Well, you know, hey, I know we got superheroes around here, y'all. Without a doubt. Omaha, Nebraska. We got one of our most famous models. And then also, if you're a young model, because I mean, these ladies have so many skill sets.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if you're a young lady and if you want to get to modeling or acting and all that stuff, Katie, who do they need to call? Because I mean.
I'm very approachable. I'm Katie Rain on all platforms. That's RAINE. We also got a studio off of 15th and Farnham now that I work with the young ladies and young men too out of, but I like to, again, go back to yourself and your essence, you know that. And that's where it all starts and that's where you're going to shine from. So I like to go back to that and then your business so you could become a brand yourself.
Right.
As well as not just lights, camera, action, we doing pretty things. No, what are you actually doing with your essence to shine those pretty things? So,
right now.
Yeah, you can connect with me like that on any social media platform if you're interested in having that become part of your lifestyle.
Without doubt. I know we got some handsome brothers and sisters and some beautiful women in our community of all hues. And so make sure you guys get in contact with Katie.
All hues, all shapes and sizes.
All hues.
Yep.
You know, hues mean color.
All ages.
all colors.
Yeah.
Okay. So no, Katie works with all colors. Now we bought it over here for real. And so what's your number again? How to get in contact with you?
Here you go with the number. Okay, I'll put my number out there today.
Don't be business.
Right.
No, you get your social media out. You get your social media out.
It's Katie Rain. Again, Katie and RAINE. There's an N or an E at the end of the rain, but it's just like the weather, but an E at the end of it. And my number is 531-210-7382.
All right. So if you have any aspirations on being a model just like Katie, because we have a lot of young ladies and gentlemen that inspire to be great. And it's up to us adults to create those conduits of opportunities. And so what you ladies are doing, as well as Gus, as well as Mademoiselle that's coming up next, is creating conduits of opportunities for our young people. Because right now, Step Up, I got 2 kids for Step Up. And Vic is a part of that process, and that's creating conduits of opportunities for our young people.
Yes.
And when you die, they don't have to lie. You know what I mean? When you die, they don't have to lie. They can say, "Oh yeah," they can tell the truth about you. You know what I mean? You know, you go to some people, they be lying.
Right.
Omaha, Nebraska. I mean, put a smile on your face. Today is Love Yourself Thursday. Be purposeful and love yourself, ladies. You are necessary. Without a doubt, you are necessary. Be purposeful today on loving yourself. We got our next guest coming in, and we're gonna be talking about Native. You know, we're in the midst of Native Omaha days. So, you know, it's been safe. We want to keep it. We want to keep it safe.
Right.
I know everybody's hanging out last night, but it was cool. I went to sleep. I was tired.
That heat.
Yeah. Oh
that
man,
heat'll take you out.
Is that what it is?
So we back in Africa. Are you serious? I seen a post. Someone said we traded Africa sun over here. Like Africa sun is here in Omaha. I said, yeah, it is hot here.
Without a doubt, it's hot.
9 o'clock in the morning, you burning up.
Without a doubt, ladies. Since we're gonna I gotta play my girl. One of the highest cuts. Shout out to my DJ, Saranda, boss with us.
Baby, I'm hot like summer. Yeah, I'ma do what I wanna, white steady. Tryna wipe it down. I'm getting money right now. Need no love ties holding me down. Baby, I'm hot like summer. Yeah, I'ma do what I wanna, white steady. Tryna wipe it down. I'm getting money right now. Need no love ties holding me down. Baby, I'm hot like summer. I've been on the move, road running. Ain't on your cause for nothing. I've been on my grind, yeah. Can't kick it, baby. So I ain't got time. You said you love me. Would you still be if my money ain't right? Tell me the truth, baby. Talk to me nice. Think that I'm holding the back of your mind. Chasing these millions, ain't chasing no dimes. Love won't pay the bills. Love like mine get you pills. So I'm careful who deal with me. I'ma catch a case if you ain't ready for me. Shooters even better drill for me. Fake love, yeah, I'm starting to feel it. Gotta split the block, someone stitching these stitches. And if we get money, don't speak how we did it. Can't roll with nobody who ain't with it. If I with you, we running up digits. Can't stop at 6 figures, I'm $1 million, baby. I can't be your little baby. Baby, I'm hot like summer. Yeah, I'ma do what I wanna, white steady. Tryna wipe it down. I'm getting money right now, need no love ties holding me down. Baby, I'm hot like summer. Yeah, I'ma do what I wanna, white steady. Tryna wipe it down. I'm getting money right now, need no love ties holding me down. I need somebody who really about it. My own shouldn't drive, I carry my blade. They running their lips, but ain't really on shit. I told you once, don't speak what I did. It's a dead mouse in the trap. You play with my cheese, you display. That's how you silence a rat. You making noise, tell the truth, you ain't speaking the facts. Babe, I'm gonna keep it 100. Would you rather have me tell you a lie? Giving you options, you gon' love me or not? Hold on to the thought while I handle this drop. Babe, I was gonna be right back. You didn't understand that. I had to hang up these racks. I'm not your typical catch. I like rich sex in the back of the Phantom. Stars on the ceiling, it's not a rental. Been a long day, me good, how you been, boo? Ain't tryna argue about these. Stay busy on the road. You see that I'm here with you. No, I ain't tryna argue about. Stay busy on the road, you know. Baby, I'm hot like summer. Yeah, I'ma do what I wanna, white steady. Tryna wipe it down. I'm getting money right now, need no love ties holding me down. Baby, I'm hot like summer. Yeah, I'ma do what I wanna, white steady. Tryna wipe it down. I'm getting money right now, need no love ties holding me down. Holding me down. Need no love ties that's holding me down. If I run it up, you gon' stick around. If I run it up, you gon' be around. Your love ties that's holding me down.
It's the world famous ship. And it's your number one DJ, Mr. Soul. Yeah, she done cooked up in here. And it goes like.
Shout out to my DJ. We about to run the streets like a relay. All about my cheese like I'm Green Bay. Packages coming in like it's eBay. Oh, and we know just how to get it all. You gotta deal with playing, you know I get it all. Hit the block and make it summer song. If it ain't about money, then I won't get involved. Look, make a call, he gon' get it all. Vacuum seal it, but we send it all. Yeah, I'm hot, no ethanol. Put a bag on his head, that's a problem solved. Ever get about a hater? No, not at all. Ever trust a trick? No, not at all. Hit a smooth lick when ain't got it all. Never ever been a worker, always been a boss. Catch me riding on my dolo. Trying to find a way to get some more dough. Oh, I think I found my mojo. And I ain't going broke no more. True. Got these little haters mad. Why? Cause I'm really, really in my bag. Right. Invest and make it double back twice. Just a younger living that fast life. Shout out to my DJ. We about to run the streets like a relay. All about my cheese like I'm Green Bay. Packages coming in like it's eBay. Oh, and we know just how to get it all. You gotta deal with playing, you know I get it all. Hit the block and make it summer song. If it ain't about money, then I won't get involved. It's that AAA hitter. My rolling like a skate figure. Right now you looking like a steak dinner. Better leave before we take you off that plate hitter. Oh, and you don't wanna go there. Look around, ain't no goofies in here nowhere. Ooh, look, shout out to my DJ. Couple shows hit the road on the freeway. Ooh, they showing love like it's V-Day. Every day is lit like it's my B-Day. You know I had to do this thing the G-Way. Cause they gon' wanna hear this song on replay. Shout out to my DJ. We about to run the streets like a relay. All about my cheese like I'm Green Bay. Packages coming in like it's eBay. Oh, and we know just how to get it all. You gotta deal with playing, you know I get it all. Hit the block and make it summer song. If it ain't about money, then I won't get involved.
Yeah, she got mad injury. Omaha, the Burbs, the Bluffs Oh yeah. If you want to gamble, you better gamble on Tiffany. Oh yeah, without a doubt. And Katie Rain, y'all. Oh yeah, they be looking good. Every shot is from her back, and then she turn around. Oh yeah, with a smile. It's Katie Rain. Oh yeah, man. We got stars in our community. Without a doubt, baby. We got stars in our community. And you know it's Native Omaha days. The stars are back. Oh yeah, I see them on 24th Street coming up down, you know, doing a little stroll. You know how the stars, the OGs, you know, they got the little hat, you know, tilted to the side a little bit. You know, the OG women, you know, they got they nice hats, they got the pearls going on, they got the little diamonds glistening. Oh, that's for mine. Yeah, it's my little my bag, my man bag. Oh yeah, without a doubt. And so you know, we're celebrating this homecoming. And it's a blessing, you know, for those that, you know, because everybody didn't make it. You know, it's a blessing to be alive, without a doubt. And so we got a full weekend of activities. We want to make sure it stays safe. Thus far, we have put the word out that, you know, that we got to stay safe all over this community, without a doubt. We got people coming back. They want to, you know, have a joyous time with their family, friends. And so let's keep it going, y'all. So it kicked off tonight. They have a meet and greet tonight. We're going to be over at 5216 tonight, starting at 7 o'clock. 5216 North 24th Street. Club 5216. And that's what we're going to be the meet and greet. If you're looking for a pamphlet, a booklet with all the activities, they're going around the community. I was out last night. My man, one of the richest men in Omaha, Ernest White, the richest man in North Omaha, Ernest White. He was actually out passing out brochure. The richest man in Omaha is out passing out brochure. I said, man, what dedication. I said, man, give me some of them so I can go help you. Because if the richest black man in North Omaha passing out these booklets, then I gotta help him. And so, no, shouts out to Ernest White. No, he's not the richest man. He might be the second richest man, y'all. But he was out passing out these last night, and I said, man, let me go. You can grab me some of these. I can help you, big brother. So if you're looking for a festival book of what's going on, I have them right here. I know Vicky's probably gonna leave some with me, so you probably can roll up here, or you know how these stars are. Make sure I got her mic on.
1 2 1 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna let her. You know how these stars are, Omaha. You know how these stars are. They got their own nouns, verbs, as it is, prepositional phrases, all yes, and predicates. I'm gonna let her introduce herself. She got her own camera. You know, she got an exclusive camera. I'm gonna let her introduce herself, and then we'll get right into a dialogue because you know the festivities have already started. Hopefully, you haven't missed nothing.
Right. It's already started. It started Monday. Just welcoming everyone who's out of town, but a native Omahan back to Omaha.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a jam-packed week, if you will, full of activities, events. So there's something for everyone.
Right.
So that's the beauty of being at Native Omaha Days, is because you can really take a look at everything and say, you know what, I want to go here, I want to go there. But at the same time, you might shift up and do something else. So, you know, we've got a lot of things that are happening. We've got people that we want the community to support. And it's not just during Native Omaha Days, it's every day.
Yeah.
You know, it's when Native Omaha Days is over. We still want to continue to support our community.
Mm-hmm. Without a doubt.
So my name is Vicki Quates Ferris, and I am serving on the Native Omaha Days Organizing Committee, and just proud to be here. And thank you for this platform.
Oh, no problem. Teamwork, baby. Now, I had a chef over here, Chef Ba. Now, he's going to be cooking over at the Revive Center today with his African cuisine. You know what I mean? He brought some African breakfast in for us yesterday. The House of Ba. He's going to be over at the Revive Center today. I mean, if he wants to take some African cuisine, I like to say that word, cuisine.
That's it, cuisine.
Yeah. It's gonna be right over here on 24th and Lake, y'all. That's just one of the things that's just going on. One of the
the
You
many
know-
things that are happening this week, and especially like you said today. So at the Revive Center, there's going to be a chef that is featured, I think each day.
Okay.
And so each chef gets a chance to kind of highlight and kind of show off, what they can do in terms of food. And, and that's the beauty of it. If people are wondering, I wonder what African cuisine is,
Right.
go down there, stop down there. There are many, many chefs in the community, but at the same time, there's a variety of different chefs. We've got Miss Linda, who does that Southern cooking.
Right.
We've got Wes, who does the Rasta pasta.
Okay.
And he does some shrimp and grits.
Okay.
And so today, there's, like you said, the other chef that's going to be down there. So Revive is located at 24th and off of Lizzie Robinson.
Yep. So we call it 24th and Lake.
24th and Lake.
Can't
Yeah,
miss it.
just 24th and Lake.
Yep. Can't miss it. Shout out to Lindsay. Who's Lizzie Robinson? We need to know that too.
We need to know that. We need to know that, William,
Yeah, without a doubt.
because she is an important woman.
Yeah. To
Who
get a
has
street
a
name after her.
that's
Yeah,
it.
without a doubt. Shout out to Miss Robinson. So what else is going on? You got the Village Festival Square. Again, that's on 24th and Lake, where people can come get out and eat some
There's
food.
like a food court. So we have Sly Dogs that's there. We've got Smoking Guns that's there with the barbecue and some other things. I just had his catfish and collard greens last night.
Okay.
All right. And then we've got Sapphire Grill. They're the ones with the beef or chicken, Philly steak. And they also have some other delicious food as well. And then we'll also have today Ethnic Fusion, who has like Caribbean cuisine.
Okay.
That will be there. Yes. And then
So-
starting on Friday, Taste of New Orleans will be joining us.
So people can come down and get lunch today.
They can get lunch today. And actually it opened on Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
And so the hours are from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. and then on Sunday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. So, you can eat all the way up until 11 p.m. And I want to say that we specifically wanted to shut down at 11 p.m. because, again, we're in the neighborhood. And we want to be respectful of the people that live here. And so we want to make sure that we're not drawing any crowds that are down here, but at the same time, we're opening up late enough so that if people want to still eat when they're hungry,
Right.
they still have that opportunity to be able to do that and to support, the food trucks and some of the others.
Right. Well, people get out, they be hungry after they have a few spirits.
Yeah, so 24th and Lake,
Yep.
right there on the corner. We've got tents set up, so you can't miss it. You can't miss it.
So come out and get your food early, order early. Also today at the Revive Center, you have the Youth Entrepreneur Marketplace.
Yes, we have a number of youth that actually are interested in starting their own business or they've started their business. And this gives them a chance to really just showcase their products that they have. It gives the community a chance to go down, take a look at it, and actually buy the product.
Okay.
Let's support our youth because again, they've taken the time to really think about how do I start my business?
Right.
And not about just starting your business, but how do you market it? So you can have a great product all day long, but if nobody knows about it, then you're just stuck with products. And so at the same time, we have youth that are very creative, and this gives them a chance to really just kind of be in front of folks and use their speaking skills, their communication skills when they're interacting with people. So that's going to be again at the Revive Center, and that is from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Well, that's the lunch at Revive, and then the youth market is from noon to 6 p.m. Youth market is from noon to 6 p.m. And then today also for children, there's Fun in the Sun. That's going to be at the Butler Gas YMCA.
Okay.
So if you're looking for something or someplace to take your kids, during the summer, the Butler Gas YMCA has Fun in the Sun, and that's going to take place from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. And that's located right about maybe 34th, 36th and Ames Street.
Yep. Right next to North High School. Can't miss it.
Yes. So again, there's a number of other things that are happening that in your guidebook will really just kind of spell out everything that is going on. And if you're interested in getting the guidebook, you can certainly stop by 24th and Lake at the information booth at the food court. We'll have some at the Festival Square Market where our non-food vendors will be at.
And that's at Bryant Center, correct?
Right, Bryant Center basketball court. And we have a number of vendors that will be down there, and I'll tell you, they've got some amazing products that are down there.
Right.
So at some point, I'll give you kind of a rundown of who's going to be there.
Yeah, let us know, sis. We love on our neighbors.
Okay. I'm not going to hold you. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and share right
Yeah,
now.
I mean, if you got the list. You know.
I've got the list.
All right, go ahead.
I've got the list. And actually, I wish people could actually see some of the things because I brought some things that some of our vendors have. And one is, yes, the beautiful fan. Beautiful fan that I got from Nana Freak, who is at the Village Square Market. And that is located again on the Bryant Center basketball court. And that opens beginning at noon and they shut down at 8 p.m. And so that's today, Friday, and then Saturday.
It works good too. I mean, it's made out of leather. I mean, so this is a nice fan.
It's very high quality, very high quality. We also have Candy Girl Creations, and she has products ranging from coasters, tumblers, shirts, hoodies, jewelry, you name it. She's got it at her booth. And then we also have Mary's Talented Creations, and she's got a number of different products, handmade lip gloss. She's got custom baskets, headbands, bonnets, do-rags, you name it. Miss Mary's Talented Creations has it.
Okay.
And then Changing Trends will provide t-shirts, again, socks, mugs, and water bottles. And then definitely a must. And I wanted to bring this because this is a business where if you want to really have that self-defense or knowledge about how can I keep myself safe, or if I'm walking at nighttime, what is it that I can do to be lit up, so to speak?
Right.
So people know that I'm in the area or vicinity, or if somebody is trying to assault me, what can I do to protect myself? The company called Definitely a Must. And I purchased because my husband and I, we walk sometimes in the morning and it's dark.
Right.
And so I ended up getting this bracelet that lights up and you can put it on your wrist, or you can put it on the heel of your shoe and you just tap that blue button. You tap it once, it's solid, tap it twice, and it blinks. And then the third time it goes off. So again, she's got, what does she have? She's got safety and self-defense protection products like the pepper spray, stun guns, personal body alarms, safety shoe lights, cooling towels, and you name it. So she's going to actually have a safety, like a self-defense course that's coming up in August.
Okay.
But I encourage everyone to stop down and see what she's got, at her booth. And again, her business is called Definitely a Must.
Okay. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. And then we've got the Doc Bookshop, World of Fragrance. He's got sports cat. Now he's got a huge setup as well. He's got everything from sunglasses to ball caps to all different kinds of things. Nijo Soul, homemade soaps, KJ, handmade jewelry. So I mean, come down and support our businesses.
Without doubt.
Between noon and 8 p.m. Daily. They, today, Friday, and Saturday. But just come on down and just shop. And you said it's Love Yourself Today.
Yep. Love Yourself Thursday.
Love Yourself Thursday. Love yourself and go down and buy you something really nice.
Without a doubt.
Or someone else.
Well, that there's nothing. I mean, the best love is a love thy neighbor move, y'all. That's a love thy neighbor move. When you actually love on your neighbor, it reciprocates back to you.
Yes, it does.
Without
yes,
a
it
doubt.
does. Without a doubt.
So let's come down. I know you got to eat. You got to eat today. No Burger King, none of that today. Y'all can go timeout though. Y'all still go timeout because that's we let you slide with timeout. But come down on 24th and Lake. Come down and meet some new businesses. If you from a different part of the community, this is the best time to come down and develop new relationships. All right, let's break down stereotypes. This festival is for the whole community, y'all.
It's for the whole community, and that's really been one of my messages. Is that even though it's the Native Omaha Days, predominantly, African Americans, we are welcoming African American folks who are from the community, from North Omaha. Feel good about yourself, but reconnect with your family. And when Vera Johnson, Betty McDonald started this with the Native Omahans Club, and we have to give a shout out to them because it's their vision,
right?
And we have to respect their vision. And I know there's a lot of things that are going on during Native Omaha Days, but again, let's make sure that whatever we do, that we're doing it in respect of them and what they were what they foresaw when they even started this. And it's
Right.
every 2 years. So some people say, oh, you canceled it last year. No, it just happened to be our off year.
Yeah, but
It was our off year. And so this is our on year, and we're reconnecting with family and friends because last year was a very challenging year.
without a doubt. And this is the best time. We are mammals, and we need each other. We're not solitary creatures. We are mammals. We need to herd together.
That's
You know what I mean,
right.
per
That's
se.
right.
We need to
And you
herd
know, you
together.
think about even last night at the Gospel Fest. That's a highlight, you know, of Native Omaha Days. People look forward to that
How
Gospel
was it?
Fest.
How was it?
Oh, it was, you know, it was foot stomping, hand clapping, good music. I mean, you know, stand up and give a shout out. You know, somebody say, man, it was all good. It was all good. I mean, everyone, you know, that I was able to see it before had to head back, but just giving God praise. And you know, if you came through
Mhm.
this pandemic and even up to today, you got something to shout about.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Because we lost a lot of our family members, friends. They didn't make it through.
Right.
You know, and so we just want to celebrate. And right now, we even still have to be mindful, you know, in terms of the mask and the social distancing and just being safe. You know, we
Right,
still
down.
need to be safe as a community. So we're going to have, I think Noah is going to be administering some vaccines on Saturday.
Okay, great.
So shout out to them.
Heck yeah, Noah. Is Ira gonna be there?
I don't know if Irie himself, he
Okay.
may, you know, send his team.
Okay.
You know,
Well, you
Irie's
know-
at a point where he can just, you know, he's got a team of folks that
Yeah,
can,
yeah.
you know,
If you guys have never been in Noah, I encourage you to go visit Noah on 56 in Ames. Ira Combs been awarded by President Obama a couple of times for his net health outreach. Great man, and he actually looked like Noah for real. The prophet. If you want to see a live prophet from the Bible, he's right up on 56 in Ames. Shouts out to Ira Combs, without a doubt.
yes.
So you guys got everything covered. You guys are doing. I'm really excited. I'm going to take my young people over at to the Youth Entrepreneurial Marketplace. I'm really
Yes.
excited about that.
And that's part of the Step Up program as
Okay.
well, because we do what's called a socialpreneurship. We do entrepreneurship. So those, you know, young people who have in their mindset that I want to be in business, I want to own my own business, but I just need somebody to help me steer in that direction of
Right.
how do you do it? How do you go about doing that? And then when they leave the program, they have if you will, kind of a pathway
Right.
of how to get there. But they also have mentors and people that will show them how to do that. And I think that's the most important thing, is that we can say, oh, start your business, or that's great,
Mhm.
but let's invest in them as well.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, this is the. I mean, to me, this is the best event going on all weekend long, especially because it's creating conduits of opportunities
That's right.
for our young people.
For our young people. And I think maybe one or two of our vendors have young people that have actually started their business as well. So it's
Okay.
really, I think it's Jazzy Little Ladies that has, it might be her children that has actually started their
Okay.
own business. So again, we got so many of our young people that are out there doing it. And they're
Mhm.
doing it better than some adults.
Without a doubt.
You know?
And y'all, I mean, especially adults, us adults, we really got to develop conduits of opportunities for our young people, because our young people are looking up to us. And if they see us flapping around like a fish out of water, then they have no hope. And I know this off subject. Did you know? And I've been talking to some young people, Vicky, and it kind of hurt my heart that some of our young people have never been to church. So then we had the foundation of God. I really can't imagine that, because my mama,
My mama and them.
my mama and them went loud.
My mama and them, we were druggies. They drug you to church. You know, you didn't have a choice. But you know what? Back then, we didn't know it was good for us.
Right.
Whether or not, whatever you decided as an adult, the foundation was there. And it was almost like, in the Bible, when, the prodigal son, he left because he thought he knew it. He thought he knew what was going on. He wanted to just take his belongings and get away from home, but he ended up coming back. And that's okay, because you know what? Experience the world if you need to, but have that foundation to know, I got to come back home. And that doesn't surprise me, William, by really. But at the same time, how can we introduce them to something where when they go through difficult times, they have someone that they can really rely on?
Right.
But if you don't have that growing up in your household, that's not really surprising, but how can we get others outside of the house to really connect with them on that level, and maybe at that point bring in the family, because they see what the young person has
Right.
that peace. And so yeah, we've seen even at our church where young people have actually been a draw for their parents to come,
Right.
and that's a beautiful thing.
Without a doubt. So come out. I mean, this is a celebration of family, friend, and neighbors, y'all. I mean, I love Native Omaha Days because people are genuinely happy to see you.
They're happy to see you. They're happy at this point to see anyone. You know, we really haven't seen a whole lot of people, but to be able to reconnect and do it in a safe way. But I also want to mention the stroll, because that's between 4 and 8 p.m. tomorrow.
Okay.
And that's where we have the North Omaha Historic and Village Revitalization Tour. So that's where you can do you can get on the free trolley tour, take a look at, some of the new development that's going on, learn what's happening in our community. But more importantly, stroll down memory lane and let's remember what used to take place in some of these buildings.
Right.
Across the street, you got OEDC, that was the Dreamland Ballroom. Right there on 24th and Grant.
Mhm.
You got where Great Plains Black History Museum is at. That used to be the post office. And it was another function as well, even before the post office.
Right.
You got where Ital Vital is at across the street where the snow cooler used to be. That used to be a gas station.
Yep.
And so where OSBN, where they're getting ready to demolish the building on 24th and Lake, where the food court is at, that used to be this old Safeway.
Safeway, yeah.
So when people go on the tour, they just, have these fond memories, and it's a lot of fun. We joke around. Brenda Council is one of the trolley tour guides.
Yeah.
I'm on the other one, and
Right.
we just have a great time between 4 and 8 p.m. And the pickup is at 24th and Burdette, and it's all free.
Now, are you gonna go? Is it pretty much the tour of North Omaha?
Pretty much a tour of North Omaha.
Okay.
And the thing is that like 4 years ago, when we went by Creighton University, the old hospital, we said, okay, in 2 more years, when you come back, it's going to look a little different. 2 years, it came back and it started to be demolished.
Right.
And I said, okay, in another 2 years, when you come back, it's going to be finished. Sure enough, on this tour, when they go to Creighton, the old hospital, it's called the Hangar. And now they've got all those apartments and whatnot. So
Right.
people on the tour, every 2 years, when they come back, Native Omaha Days, they're seeing something new. When they come back in 2023, where that OSBN building is at, it's going to be something different.
Yes.
And so the tour just really, again, highlights what's happening in North Omaha. Everything you see on TV or read about, it's not all negative. There's a lot of assets and value. We should be proud of being, from North Omaha, but you got to show people sometimes that, hey, there's a lot of things going on, a lot of investment that's taking place.
Without a doubt. Greatness come from here, baby. We're on 24th and Lake, the most
In the heart.
historic area of the city, baby. Without a doubt. Greatness comes from these streets.
Well, I'm sitting next to greatness.
Heck, vice versa. And so, man, we got a couple step up children that you guys are facilitating. What's next for you guys? Is anything you guys working on the horizon, or you just trying to get through this week?
Really just trying to really talk about this week, I think, because there's so much going on. I didn't even mention the concert tomorrow with Pokey Bear and Big Rob and Lady J, I believe it is.
No, that's Friday. That's Saturday.
That's Saturday at the Omaha Design Center. But then we got the parade.
Yep.
So, Vicki Young, I think she came on and she was talking about the parade that starts at 10 a.m. And it's I'm thinking it's one of the largest African-American parades now, in North Omaha.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody always looks forward to the parade, starting at 30th and Lake and goes all the way to 30th and Sprague. But after the parade, people can go to the Culture Fest, and that's a family fun event that's going to be right here on 24th and Burdette.
Yep.
So that's something that's going to be taking place between noon and 5
And that's
p.m.
free.
And that's free as well. And then there's a concert on Sunday starting at 2:00 in Dreamland Park. So there's a lot of things that are happening. And, speaking to what's on the horizon, there's some things that we're planning even for next year on the off year.
Okay.
And then we'll, begin to prepare for 2023. So there's always something that, we can do and just kind of keep Native Omaha Days in front of everyone.
Right.
But even though it's a festival and it takes place every other year, the biennial, every other year, there's some things that we still want to do on the off year as well to keep that in front of everybody.
Without a doubt.
And William, I gotta say thank you for investing in our young people with the Step Up program, because I've seen them here, I've seen them talk, but you're literally showing them technology. You're showing them how to run, a radio station. You're showing them, how to speak, what to do. These are things that they will look back in their years to come and say, yeah, I remember being on that radio station. I remember when, and they'll remember you. That to me, William, I've got to say thank you, because it's not just this year you've done it. You've done it several years.
Yeah.
And so, you are a mentor. You are investing in our young people. They look at you and they model after you.
Well, I appreciate you guys doing it, because CETA was so important to my development. When I went in my first TV set, that's how I got into communication. And so what you guys are doing with this young entrepreneurship marketplace is just like that. You're creating, planting a seed, and then letting that seed grow, which is important for our next generation. So anytime I can help, I said this yesterday, well, I need some time, but then I got a call and the kids want to come. I can't really say no to young people, because I'm a kid at heart. I still play. I get my 40. I play, y'all, for real. We run around the house, all that. I'm not one of those granddaddies that sit on the couch and say, go boy, go do this, go do that. No, I actually go outside and run and play with my grandkids.
That's it.
So,
they'll remember it. They will remember it. I mean, think about you when you were young. There's some things that we have branded in our memory, and some things that we just it takes us to a feel good place. When we remember those things. And so your grandson, you're talking about going, I'm gonna just go and, talk to his mom and say, you know what, I just want to take him out.
Right.
And then when he looks at you and when he sees you, it's like his eyes get big like a watermelon, what are we gonna do today?
Right.
It's that excitement.
Yeah.
And so we've really got to instill that in our young people.
Without a doubt. So let's continue to enjoy Native Omaha Days. It started out, it's been safe. We want to make sure that we continue to be safe. Mothers, daddies, uncles, brothers and sisters, let's talk to our relatives, our cousins, our friends, and encourage them to keep their head towards God. All right.
That's it. And can I just say real quick, I really would like to thank the Native Omaha Days Organizing Committee, because this is more than just one person. And William, you've put on several events that are major. You bring in national artists. It takes more than just one person. And so I've got to really give kudos to the Native Omaha Days Organizing Committee, because again, when you talk about safety, when you talk about just putting something together where people will enjoy, and how do we elevate it? How do we, every year there's an expectation.
Right.
And so, and I appreciate the Native Omaha Club, saying, okay, how do we partner with OEDC, the network, and our community partners? How can we come together to really make this and get to that vision of an international festival?
Right.
Well, we've got people coming from all over, and we can do it.
Yep, right
and
now.
So, again, thank God for Vera Johnson, Betty McDonald, the Native Omaha Club, all of the Native Omaha Days Organizing Committee, because that's really the foundation. That Native Omaha Days Organizing Committee is a foundation that now we have really been working together. And so when you look at that, we're better together. We're stronger. We're working towards some things that we really want to do. But at the end of the day, we can't. We've got to build off of each other and support each other. And I really have to give that shout out to them and all of our sponsors: Creighton University, Douglas County Visitor Improvement Fund, Marriott Omaha, Nebraska Historic Turnback Tax, OEDC, the Network, Empowerment Network, American National Bank, North End Teleservices, and Nexus Tech Solutions. So this is, when you talk about funding, this is what helps to really create that memorable Native Omaha Days Festival week.
Without a doubt. We'll keep you guys informed. Again, I know tomorrow I'll be interviewing Pokey Bear tomorrow. I think at 8:30 he calls in. Last week I interviewed Big Rob, and the week before then, I think the Lady of Blues, is that her name? I think it is.
Lady J or Lady
you
had her on before.
Yeah.
And she did extremely well, yes.
So so tomorrow, check out our interview tomorrow with it's gonna be going down. So, and then also we'll keep you informed daily of what's happening I know later on they have the boat ride. My man Tim Crocker is doing that thing. If you guys play golf, my brother Green is doing his thing.
Michael Green, yes, he's got his
tomorrow.
golf classic, and it's Miss Lady Blues. That's who you think.
Yeah, Miss Lady Blues.
Mhm.
So if you guys are golfers, and I know some of you like to wager, my game, I don't brag on golf. I just bag. I'm the greatest dunker. But Johnny Rogers, all them guys going to be out there. So if you want to see some of the famous people, actually they go over there and golf. So if you want to hang out with them, they're gonna be at the Dodge Riverside Golf Course over by the casino off Harris.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a lot of stuff going on. I mean, so you can do a lot of shopping. Again, we encourage the whole community to come down, no matter if you're West Omaha, the Burbs, the Bluffs. I know you guys listen to us. Come and develop some new relationships. Come on, holler at myself. And finally meet a brother that's talking all that smack in North Omaha. So come on over. But also, if you want some good food, oh Lord, you better come down 24th and Lake. It starts at 11 o'clock today, right?
It starts at 11 a.m. They're already getting set up. So
I smell it already. I already smell the food already, y'all.
And there's the slide dogs. They've got a roasted corn, and then they got a Mexican roasted corn that is off the chain.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And that's someone who's had it, and I definitely will be going back.
All right.
So, I'm down in the area, and so when my tummy says, Vicky, we need to rest. Even Jesus rest.
Even Jesus rest. It has some libations and
That's
fed
it.
other people.
That's it.
And then also they have the merchants, the other vendors, that non-food vendors, they will be at Bryan Center. So come out, spend money this weekend, y'all. Spend money.
And Herbalife is going to be down there with Miss Eileen Williams.
Okay.
So she's got something that's on the healthy side as well, because I know there's a lot of people who are looking at their health, their quality of life. And so she's got Herbalife, and she's got this peach mango that is just off the chain. It's a juice that she has, but she also has the meal plans and healthy snacks and all those kinds of things. So, I mean, there's a lot of things Omaha that's got, we got going on. And so, but we want it to happen even after Native Omaha Days. That's the important thing.
Without a doubt. So Omaha, the Burbs, the Bluffs. Again, we want to thank Vicky Quates, Quarish. Ferris Quates.
It's Quates. Quates is my maiden name.
Okay,
Quates when I was little, they used to call me Quaker Oats. Back then.
It's a yum. Omaha, Miss Ferris, we appreciate all your dedication, all your work. And I see you always on Zoom calls, directing and guiding, but also accepting input to make the community better. So we appreciate you without a doubt. Omaha, the Burbs, the Bluffs. It is 9:34. We about to get out of here. Today is Love Yourself Thursday. Be purposeful on loving yourself today. You can't love no one else unless you love yourself. I think that's the common denominator. I've been asking God, what is wrong with our people? And we don't have no love for ourselves. And so, of course, greatness going on here in North Omaha. And we want the rest of the community to experience it. And so if you want to come on over here, we got white people. It's more. See, I'm gonna break a stereotype. There's more white people that live in North Omaha than black people. For real, y'all. I mean, I grew up with white people, so I've been culturized. So let's get over that stereotype. We're all brothers and sisters, without a doubt.
Hey, William, one thing. Can I just mention this? 10 things to know as we get ready for Native Omaha Days. We're in it.
Okay.
Enjoy yourself. Attend and participate, support our youth, support businesses and vendors, keep it respectful, keep it safe, keep it clean, keep it legal. Please come early and spread the word.
Without a doubt. And let's keep it legal, y'all, because as a former probation officer and a black male that grew up in the project, so let's be wise. If you can't have no open containers, let's be wise. And these are things that trickle down to our young people. If they don't see the older people doing it, then they won't do it. And then if we need to check some young people that's doing it, let's check them out of love and not embarrassing them. But so, brother, I want to encourage you to put it in a different container, because we don't want you to deal with any adverse behaviors from anyone. So I mean, so let's be wise as elders. We don't have to be scared of our young people. Our young people actually want guidance, really.
They do.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you see it every day. How many kids are you guys dealing with Step Up?
I believe it's close to, or if not over 700.
And all of them are seeking guidance, aren't they?
They're seeking guidance. As a matter of fact, I've got a Step Up intern. When you see the banners for the vendors down at the market, she created that banner.
Okay.
She helped create the one that's for the food court. So our young people are creative. They're smart. They just need guidance.
Without a doubt. And so let's be that guide. Let's be that conduit of opportunity, y'all. So I don't care if you know how to fix brakes. Go outside, get some kids, and teach them how to fix brakes. You know what I mean? For real. You know what I mean? I mean, just a little thing so they can have a skill set that they can monetize. All that stuff can be monetized. Without a doubt. Anything else, Ms. Ferris?
Again, I just read off the 10 things to keep in mind. And again, keep it legal. And finally, just remember when we come down here, we have residents. We've got people who live down here. So we don't want them to have to leave because they feel like there's too much noise, anything going on. As far as Native Omaha Days Organizing Committee, our events end at 11 p.m. And I'm encouraging everyone who has events to make sure if you come down here, be respectful, leave, by midnight, and then come on back. Just come on back.
All right, Omaha. Well, I'll tell you what y'all need to do. Let's go back to the house parties, y'all. For real. Go back to the house party. Then everybody be back in their own neighborhood. You know what I mean?
In the house.
Yeah, in the house. House party, y'all. Doing the bump.
You done took me way back.
You know what I mean? Sweating. You know what I mean?
Right,
with some Kool-Aid over there.
You done took me way back.
For real. I mean, I'll tell you guys have a greater time, better time, without a doubt. So enjoy yourself today. Today is Love Yourself Thursday. Be intentional again on loving yourself without a doubt. It is 9:38. And it's going to be a warm one today, y'all. So make sure you guys stay hydrated. Also, look out for your neighbors. We got a lot of elderly that might not have a fan or air conditioner. Please, you can help them out by calling 211. That is the emergency number for anything that's domestic, okay? Similar to 911, that's anything that's as far as emergency. Anything that's domestic, if we know someone that's might be suffering during this heat, there might be some cooling stations. If we get notified of that, I think that there might be some cooling stations in the community. But we also, if you don't have no transportation, please look out for our neighbors, y'all. Remember this sick and shed in, without a doubt. Omaha, the Burbs, the Bluffs, we are out of here. Boss with us.
It's just a public service announcement.
Are you tired of hearing about the coronavirus? Well, it's real.
I'm telling you, it's real. Man, here's what I want you all to do for me. Check this out, man.
Don't panic. If you're sick, stay home.
Stay away from me if you're contagious.
Stay at least 6 feet away from others.
The most dangerous disease.
Coronavirus. Wash your hands frequently and practice good hygiene.
Stand and show these people what time it is, boy.
We can stop the spread of the virus.
Coronavirus. Show me your mouth. Say it. You're contagious.
So stay home, stop the spread, save lives. Most importantly, let's check on our elderly.
Word up, you ain't going out like this.
We're here to keep you informed.
Coronavirus. Just get it real. Don't believe the hype.
In the meantime, let's take care of ourselves and each other.
Don't believe the hype.
Beverage Catering of Nebraska presents a Native Omaha celebration. Come and get it, y'all. Some of that summer breeze that make you feel so fine. Beautiful music, beautiful people. Express yourself with sundresses, shorts, and hats. River City Star, 151 Freedom Park Road, Omaha, Nebraska, Thursday, July 29th. Doors at 6:30. Riverboat Cruise. All aboard 7:15. Live music with Brown Sugar featuring R&B singer Ty Hakeem, lead jazz saxophonist Ed Archibald on the keys, Leland Nichols holding down the bottom, bass player Thomas Wells and Keith Mills on those beats. Some of that grown folks music with DJ Show Guy on the ones and twos. Express yourself, Omaha, Thursday, July 29th, River City Star tickets. Event Eventbrite.com, LaFleur's fashion and African farm. Big fun. Come and get it. Powered and powered by MP to Action, Business Sales Consulting, Afro Swag Magazine, 95.7 FM The Boss, and Cleanse the Beverage. Be good to yourself.
Nebraska has the COVID-19 vaccine to save lives and get our numbers down. It's safe and effective using technology that's been tested for 10 years. It's free for everyone, though administrative fees may apply. No insurance? No worries. You're covered. But even with the vaccine, we still need to wear masks, give space, check on each other, and avoid crowds. Beating COVID is worth the shot. The good life's in sight if we all do right. Visit DoRightRightNow.org to learn more.
Hey, this is Dr. Brown from the Creighton University COVID-19 Vaccination Education Program. The coronavirus is real. Its only mission is to kill. But I've got something to say today that is guaranteed to make your day. Listen, the vaccines have arrived in Omaha, Nebraska. They are effective and they are safe. And yes, they are brand new, but carefully designed to keep us alive so we can keep doing the things we do. I want to encourage everyone to exercise unity and protect our community. If eligible, get the vaccination as soon as you can. Continue to avoid large crowds, wear a mask, respect your fellow woman and man. Take control of your destination, no waiting, debating, or hesitating. Be smart and take the vaccination. The best way to avoid becoming ill from this virus is to avoid catching it in the first place. How do you do that? Get the vaccination. The coronavirus is real. Its only mission is to kill. This message is brought to you by the Creighton University Health Sciences, Multicultural, and Community Affairs Department and supported by a grant from the Douglas County Health Department. For more information on testing and vaccination sites, call 402-444-3400.
Rib Shack Smokehouse, the best of both worlds. Barbecue and soul food. We got beef ribs, turkey legs, St. Louis ribs, catfish, and wait, our hand-dipped battered jumbo shrimp is to die for. All sides of homemade collard greens, cabbage, mac and cheese, just to name a few. Stop by today, right in the old Roxbury Plaza, 10841 Q Street, Suite 105. We accept all call-ins, 402-502-6695. Again, 402-502-6695. Open 6 days a week. Hope to see you soon. Stop by, get your homemade sweet potato pie and peach cobbler. Welcome to the Rib Shack.
The Rib Shack Smokehouse is a proud sponsor of KOWN 95.7, The Boss.
If the path to finishing your degree was sidetracked by work, kids, or income, Metropolitan Community College will meet you where you are in life today. We make completing your degree affordable and convenient with a campus that will fit into your schedule while you work or raise. Forward starts now, and Metropolitan Community College is with you every step of the way. Register today. Classes start September 7th. Get started at mccneb.edu/adults.
What will your family remember from a trip to Omaha's Henry Doorly Zoo and Aquarium? Will it be feeding the giraffes? Maybe it's seeing a sea turtle swim overhead and feeling like you're walking under the ocean. It could be splashing under the waterfall at Children's Adventure Trail or seeing how the sea lions are just as curious as you are. There's always something you'll never forget at Omaha's Henry Doorly Zoo and Aquarium. Plan your visit today at omahazoo.com.
Native Omaha Days Festival presents the Southern Blues Bash, Saturday, July 31st at Omaha Design Center, which is at 15th and Cumming. Don't miss Pokey Bear, Big and Miss Lady Blues. Advanced tickets are $25 with a $50 VIP that includes premium parking, first drink free, and table seating near the stage. Get yours online at nativeomahadays.org or in person at LaFleur's Fashions and Fair Deal Grocery Store. Native Omaha Days Festival Southern Blues Bash, Saturday, July 31st. Don't miss it.
Nebraska has the COVID-19 vaccine to save lives and get our numbers down. It's safe and effective using technology that's been tested